Book your summer weekends early by purchasing a Flight Club membership with the Columbus Chattahoots. Flight Club members receive tickets to every home game at Golden Park as the Hoots try and go back to the Championship Series in 2022. Plus, more awesome perks for all of our members. Visit GoHoots.com to get started on securing your membership for the 2022 Sun Belt Baseball League season, or call the offices at 706-507-4625.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center, and it would appear live on YouTube now. Hello, everybody. We apologize for our late start onto YouTube and onto the television side of things. Some technical difficulties. We were just able to get radio live, and then while we were sorting through everything, found which wires were connected to the wrong spot. Again, we haven't been here in about 3 weeks. Maybe some people were up here messing around with some stuff. I don't know.
You think?
Could be. But we are back live on all of our channels, happy and ready to bring you tonight's game. I'm Zach DeBozart. He's Mike V. And it's time to take a look at tonight's starting lineups for the game. For the River Dragons, their starting lineup brought to you by Fort Benning Harley-Davidson. 3230 Williams Road is where you go see Brett Posey and all the guys at the Chattahoochee Valley's only authorized Harley-Davidson dealer. Bailey McBurney will get the start between the pipes. The Beverly, Massachusetts native has become a workhorse for the Dragons in the middle to late part of the season. 12-5-3 record, 904 save percentage, 3.10 goals against average. Those last two numbers, Mike, among qualified goaltenders in the league by appearances and starts, has him number one in both save percentage and goals against.
That's, and you look at it, I mean, he's just really, as you said, become the workhorse. And if you win, you're in, especially when it gets down to this time of year.
The defense in front of McBurney, Edgars Ozelinch and Ian White. Very popular tandem, been up near the top of the D pairings. They lead the way defensively, and they get to start tonight. And then the forward unit, it is the big line. Hunter Bersani in the middle of Josh Petrantonio and Austin Doe.
I like that. I like when they start that line.
It's a big line. It's found a little bit of magic, too. They were factoring in on all sorts of goals and points last weekend in Carolina, trying to refine some of that magic and get white hot again down the stretch and into the playoffs.
And you think about the times we've seen this team successful is when they go out and take over on the first period, just right off the opening shift, just start carrying play, getting some shots on. And this line, you give them a decent shot, and either one of those guys can put the puck by you.
Let's take a quick peek over at the Danbury side of things. Opponent lineups in the River Dragons lineup brought to you by Victory Land Casino. A short drive down I-85 South to Shorter, Alabama. Victory Land Casino, proud partners of Ignite Sports and Entertainment. In net, it's number 30, Brian Wilson. River Dragons will hate to see him. Pickering, Ontario native, a 7-3-0 record, 890 save percentage, and a 3.20 goals against. Wilson was unbelievable in the Friday and Saturday set he got when the River Dragons were in Danbury. Now time to see how he fares on the road.
Yeah, big difference. Not that big crowd behind you.
The defense in front of Wilson, Aaron Atwell and Steve Brown, and the forwards, the captain, Johnny Ruiz, in the middle of Adamo Aslan and Nicola Lefebvre. That's your starting lineups for tonight's game. One more break, and we close out tonight's Fort Benning Harley-Davidson pregame show after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
A copy when you can own the real thing. At Heckler & Koch, the foundation for everything we do is an unswerving commitment to excellence. Shooters of Columbus at 4445 Milton Road is your local area premium stocking dealer for all your favorite Heckler & Koch products. They also have an indoor range with rentals available, from rifles and pistols to ammo and holsters. There's no better choice in the firearm business than Heckler & Koch.
Gulf Eagle Supply specializes in servicing the professional roofing contractor and also provides a variety of products and services to the homeowner, building owner, architect, and general contractor. Our goal to the contractor is not only to provide competitive material pricing, but also to help them build their business and assist in their success. We do this with knowledgeable sales personnel and through our core values. As we say, Gulf Eagle, we got a solution for that. Call us today at 706-550-1555. Gulf Eagle Supply. Vectorply is a world leader in development, manufacturing, and distribution of composite reinforcement materials for any and all projects you might have. Headquartered right here in Phoenix City, Vectorply prides itself on providing superior and timely customer service for all their customers' inquiries. No project is too big or too small for Vectorply. For more information on what they can do for you and your project, visit Vectorply.com. That's VECTORPLY.com. And get started on your next big project today.
Looking to bring the whole crew out to a game? Group nights are for you. Groups of 10 or more get special ticket pricing and exclusive merchandise and experience add-ons that will make your game at the Civic Center a night to remember. For more information on group rates and packages, visit ourdragons.com/tickets or call our ticketing manager at 706-940-0476. Ask about all the great perks we can provide your group. Work, friends, family functions, there's no group too big for us to handle, but it starts by visiting ourdragons.com/tickets.
Welcome back in here to the Columbus Civic Center. Here we are to you live in the Harvey Lumber broadcast booth with puck drop just moments away. The River Dragons and the Hat-Tricks, familiar opponents from just 2 weeks ago, where the Hat-Tricks took 6 points out of 9 on that weekend. Now here in Columbus with the Civic Center and the Columbus faithful behind them, what will the River Dragons be able to do to turn around those fortunes from that weekend and try and find themselves in position for second place and a first-round bye down the stretch? There's still a lot of hockey to go, but this is the last time you will have control of the Danbury Hat-Tricks fate as well as your own this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's an understatement, as we've been saying, to say that these games are big, so it's imperative to come out, start hot, and put Danbury down before they have a chance to compete in this game. We're going to take a break. When we come back, myself and Mike V are on the call. The Sun-South John Deere first period is next on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
You've been listening to the Fort Benning Harley-Davidson pregame show on 106.9 Really Rocks. The call of the game is just moments away after we pause for a short break on the River Dragons Broadcast Network. Work.
Let Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shredaway, 706-577-9668.
At Southern States Bank, the Common Sense Bank, we're a true community bank that supports the places we serve. Our people live, work, and play in your community, and you will find us cheering for the River Dragons right alongside you in the stands. With convenient locations throughout Alabama and Georgia, we're never too far away to handle any of your financial concerns. Call, click, or come by and see how we can help you make sense out of your banking. Visit us online at southernstatesbank.net. Southern States Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. NMLS number 410611.
Dressing for success is as easy as 1, 2, 3 with Wade Cleaners. Drop off your garment at any one of their 5 convenient branches or call their valet manager to pick them up. Go do something fun. Walk your dog, eat a hot fudge sundae, or go to a movie. Leave the dirty laundry to them. Pick up your professionally cleaned garments or have them delivered at no additional charge to your home or office. Yes, you too can dress for success with Wade Cleaners. Oh, and don't forget the little people as you move up in the world.
If you're looking for quality dental work, look no further than Largeman Dental in Columbus, the River Dragons' trusted oral care provider. Largeman Dental provides cleaning services, restorative work, cosmetics, prosthetics, and Invisalign braces too. Dr. Largeman has over 19 years of clinical experiences in all phases of dentistry and holds memberships in 4 different esteemed dental societies. Set your next appointment by calling 706-322-6581 or visit them online at largemandental.com.
The King Claw is one of the most popular destinations for seafood enthusiasts. King Claw is inspired by the Viet Cajun elegance of boiled and bagged seafood that holds all the juicy flavor of the ocean. Then we add our very own unique mixture of the best spices that take the taste to another level. We can confirm that you won't find our flavor anywhere else. We collect the freshest seafood, prepare them as you order, and we encourage you to grab your hand in the bag to enjoy the heavenly taste of our signature seafood combinations. We believe that having quality and fresh foods with friends and family is the best feeling in the world. Come, open up a bag and enjoy the best seafood in town where the ultimate juiciness waits for you. Call 706-507-3845 to order.
It's time for River Dragons hockey. Tonight's game is brought to you by Sun South John Deere, Houston Clinic, Burger King, West Georgia Oral and Facial Surgery, Country Inn and Suites, Buffalo Rock, Pepsi Cola, John Emerald Distilling, Wade Cleaners, and B&B Broadcasting. Now let's start the game with the voice of River Dragons hockey, Zach DeBozart.
Thank you very much, Brian Thomas. For the first time in 3 weeks, it's hockey time on the Chattahoochee. River Dragons and Danbury Hat-Tricks get themselves ready for the first of 3 in a row. I'm Zach DeBozart. He's Mike V. Bailey McBurney is in the pipes to our left, and the Dragons dressed in the home red jerseys, C logo on the chest, black helmets, pants, numbers with white and teal trim. They'll go left to right across your radio dial in the Sun South John Deere first period. Over to our right, it's Brian Wilson and the Hat-Tricks dressed in the rabbit head logo on the chest. White helmets, black numbers, orange trim with a black and orange striped belt on the uniform. They go right to left. Nothing left to do but get to it, huh, Mike?
That's it. And you know, I gotta give my hats off to that national anthem lady. She had the microphone problem and she sang it like a true pro, and the whole place heard it.
Ruiz and Bersani in on the draw. We are underway here in Columbus. The River Dragons have control of the opening faceoff. Ozelinch for Doe, now back to his own end. White, that one deflected into the zone by Bersani, and it'll be slowed up behind the net by Wilson. Backhand, intercepted by Bersani, left wing circle, cycles it to Doe, couldn't handle on the backhand, swats it down, has it along the ice. Doe to the near side, brings it out on the circle, looks, waits, tries to pass across, and Bersani was tied up there with the big Steve Brown. Played it down into the corner. Ruiz gets to it first there for the Hat-Tricks. This one chipped here by Aslan, held in there by White, who's at the top of the right wing circle. Tries to go through the legs of Aslan, but he loses the puck, and Steve Brown will have it here, looking to get it out for Danbury. He succeeds, only to the penalty boxes, though, as White gets it to Graham. He mishandled the puck, and now here comes Danbury back in earnest the other way. Aslan trying to get that one over to Levesque. It goes through his legs. Now with a chance here is Underwood, but he couldn't get away from the check of Anderson. It's dumped into the zone, just about a minute gone here in the first.
Had a good little start there with that line, but unable to. A couple of mistakes, one by each team, cost each person the opportunities.
Here's Adam Vanelli with some speed ahead. Left wing, he'll just dump that one into the zone. Vinny Susi plays that one across, and Daniluk gets it out of his own end, dumped into the zone by White Duck. White Duck into the right wing corner, springy boards. Anderson lifted a stick, got it to the middle, and a great save made by McBurney by his own doing. Put his stick in the way of the pass, popped up into the air, and McBurney gloves it before it falls to the ice. And we get our first whistle and a face-off in the offensive zone for the Hat-Tricks. 18:41 to go here in period one.
It's interesting. So far, not one hit. Just watching these two teams feel each other out to start things up.
Face-off coming to the left of McBurney. Won by the Hat-Tricks, swept to the left wing corner. At the point, Daniluk will hold that one in. In the corner, Grant Mentis takes a check there from Anderson. Now Carter ties up his man. Grant Mentis trying to go in, lift the stick of Brett Jackson. He succeeds, but tall Finberg is able to slow him up along the wall. Dump back down behind the Columbus net. Vanelli trying to move it left wing side. Ooh, he whiffed on the outlet there. Jackson to the middle. Anderson got too much underneath that, and it hits the glass behind McBurney. Grant Mentis takes a hit from Finberg. Jackson has it. Penalty coming up here as we get a tripping signal as Brett Jackson touches this puck. And the Georgia power play will be on for the Dragons to start tonight's game. 18-12 to go in the first. And a bit of a rarity there, an offensive zone penalty for Danbury.
Yeah, and that's the last thing you want. He's desperately trying to get somebody to accompany him into the box, and a good discipline by the River Dragons to just say, nah, we'll take the power play instead.
Hat-Tricks fourth best on the kill at an 80.8% rate. Columbus second best on the power play now at a 21.1 efficiency. Georgia power play starts with a face-off win and some zone time. Petrantonio backhand left circle, and a great save made there by Wilson very quickly. 8 seconds into the Georgia power play, you are seeing the offensive pressure already for the Dragons.
I'll tell you what, Petrantonio, that's not an easy shot. The backhand of the lost art, especially with sticks the way they are, but he got a good little backhand in on Wilson.
Ruiz and Bersani on this draw. Ruiz will win it away for bull-rushing Bersani. Brown takes a check in the corner. 3-on-1 in favor of the Dragons. They work it out. Here's Vanelli, left point, pass to the middle. Doe reaching at it. It bounces towards the crease, and it's sticked away by Wilson. Ruiz has it and will dump it down the length of the ice from his own net. 17:45 to go in the first. A minute and a half left in the Georgia power play. Dragons left to right here. White takes his time. A soft backhand pass to Petrantonio. He's got Doe driving the net, trying to pass it to him from that right wing side, too far in front. Doe works it back up the wall. White left point. He lets one go, and a stick save made by Wilson, seeing it through traffic. Austin Doe, left circle, fakes one way to the high slot. Vanelli's shot blocked in front by Atwell. Rebound, Anderson couldn't get it out. Vanelli lifted his stick to the high slot. Bersani, bad touch, sends it out to the neutral zone, and White recollects it here for the Dragons.
Yeah, tough little pass to handle. That had some zip on it.
Puck is loose in the neutral zone for a moment. Hunter Bersani will find it. And at the red line, he's steered wide by the Rabbits. And now he'll be playing back into his own end for Jake Grade. Grade gets it up to MJ Graham. Graham in his 100th game as a River Dragon. First in franchise history to do so. To the left point, Nolan. Now to Grade, D to D. Down to the right wing circle. Back up to the top from Anderson. Grade to Nolan at the left point with it. 30 seconds left in the power play. Grade, right point. His shot, good block by White Duck. Held in center point by Nolan. Right corner with it here. Dumped down the length of the ice by John McDonald, and McBurney will slow it up here for the Dragons. One more rush with 18 seconds remaining in the power play.
Yep. They got a couple of shots in on him, and that was it.
Nolan fakes one way, gets it to MJ Graham, right wing side, showing off the finesse, now dragging it towards the middle. A backhand flip into the zone. He's racing after it. Wilson will come and get it first. Sent around. McBurney tapping a stick down at the other end. Out of the box is Jackson. 0 for 1. The Georgia power play to start tonight is Columbus. Nolan, good check onto Kuznetsov, but the puck falls free for Jackson. Left circle, his shot. Sticked away by McBurney. Rebound loose in the slot. Graham did a good box-out defense on it. Played it to the near side wall. Kuznetsov down into the corner. Dragons find it. White flips it down ice. It's a race between Krupp and Stephenson Stephenson will just get to the hash marks first. Krupp will argue he had the angle, but the Dragons guilty of icing the puck. 15:48 to go in the first.
No, you can't blame him for not hustling. He certainly did as best as he could, but I'd like to see that on the. I'm not saying that Danbury had beat him. I'm just saying I'd like to see the photo finish on that to see how much by.
Face off to the left of McBurney. Now here's interesting. Krupp's being allowed to change despite being the one that raced for the puck. And now they're going to take Underwood off, and this means MJ Graham? No, Grant Mentis will take it. There's no shortage of centers among the River Dragons forward units, which is good. So Grant Mentis trying to take this draw here against Ruiz, tied up in the feet. Grant Mentis won it to the slot. Krupp will have it here, trying to play it near side wall. Daniluk holds in. A shot just patted away by McBurney. Ruiz setting a big screen in front. Graham takes a check from Levesque, and the Hat-Tricks at their own line. Play it to the Columbus line for Ian White. White pass ramped up off a stick. River Dragons are able to change behind this as it's dumped down, and Ozelinch will have it at his own blue. Now Krupp will give it back to Ozelinch. Skates this one up ahead across the center ice logo. Boxing out Johnny Ruiz. Good job impeding on the Latvian defenseman. Riley trying to move this one through the neutral zone. Daniel pass across, knocked away by White. Here's a chance perhaps for the Dragons. Riley with it, left wing circle, fires a shot. Save made by Wilson. 15:05 to go here in the first. And the Dragons and Rabbits still scoreless. You can see Riley upset with the official there. The turnover happened quick and actually put the referee in an odd spot. Inadvertently sent a pick there for Riley, but not one he wanted.
Yeah, and I was going to say Atwell was the man that was trying to get into the action and get away from the linesman or the referee at the same time.
Tied up in the feet. Anderson able to get a win thanks to an assist from Atwell. Atwell to Ojic, trying to move that one out. Left point held in by Bersani, goes down behind the net. And here's Atwell again with it, trying to move it. Petrantonio stops him right wing circle. Anderson takes a hit, sent around. Ojic waiting for it. He was skating too far in front of it. Left point shot patted away by Wilson. And a rebound effort to the slot is cleared by Atwell to center ice. Glove down by Vanelli, moving that one across. Carter takes a hit from Ojic, goes deeper down into the Columbus end. Vanelli will have it here under some pressure. 14.5 to go in the first. Shots right now in favor of the Dragons, 3-1. The Heckler & Koch shot counter, no compromise. Petrantonio over the line, right wing side to Doe. Good poke check by Atwell. Takes it off his stick. Could send numbers back the other way. Bersani, big check onto Atwell, and the pass was errant. Danbury and Columbus will both change behind this. That hit really prevented an odd-man rush if you think about it.
Sure did, and that was a hit of the night so far.
Vanelli dumps this in. Wilson loves to play the puck from behind his own net. Near side circle, he sends it. Finberg bothered there by Graham. Now McDonald getting involved. Leaks to the right point. Grade holds it in. Underwood lost it off of his twig. Finberg able to send it out to center, trying to race back for it. And Grade got there first, but lost it to Jackson. Jackson across. Finberg, nice handles. Backhand effort, and a save made by McBurney. Ooh, tall Finberg. That was silky with the hands to get that shot in. McBurney makes the save, and we get immediate timeout. 13:43 to go here in the first. No score. Dragons and Rabbits on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Social distancing slows the spread of coronavirus, so stay a minimum of 6 feet away from others and stay home if you can. More info at coronavirus.gov. Let's all do our part, because we're all #AloneTogether. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Are you ready for it? I was a robber, first time that he saw me, stealing hearts and running off and never saying.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. Dragons and Hat-Tricks scoreless. 13:43 to go here in the first. I'm Zach DeBozart. He's Mike V. Mike, a very interesting start to today's game. Not nearly the intensity you would think for teams that saw each other just 2 weeks ago.
No, I think these teams are both aware that they got 3 games in 3 nights. And, you can lay it all out in the first game, and then it costs you in the game 2 and 3. Or you just kind of feel each other out, get a couple of chances. Maybe you get one to beat one of the goaltenders, although we've had a couple of chances on both sides. And McBurney, as well as Wilson's been able to thwart everything away. We got a little house cleaning coming up.
It looks like we found a bit of an imperfection on the ice. Justin Schmidt helping to carry the pail over. Looks like it's just off of the Columbus bench inside the zone. Our camera is able to look at it right now. You can see it's right next to the Old Times dasher board right there. Looks like just a crack or maybe just a patch need to be filled in near the kick plate. Hopefully that'll go sooner rather than later. One of our linesmen down and handling that. By the way, your referees in tonight's game are Lyons and Cole, your linesmen Fossa and Glassman. While we have a little bit of a delay here in the action, it's time to take a peek around the FPHL. Brought to you by Zelmo Zip-In. Zelmo's fueling life's passions. I guess we couldn't do this during the pregame show. Had a little bit of technical difficulties. However, every game started or will start sometime between 7:30 and 7:45. Binghamton at Watertown has yet to get underway, but we do know the starting netminders here. Brendan Colgan, back from a loan to Quad City, starts for Watertown. Joseph Shepard goes for Bingo. And then Port Huron at Delaware. The Delaware Thunder find themselves up halfway through the first period. Justin Laporte for Brandon Lucchese and Shane Morrissey at the 5:32 mark have the Thunder up 1-0 in the early stages. That's your look around the FPHL, brought to you by Zelmo Zip-In. Zelmo's the official fuel provider of the Columbus River Dragons. Looks like we're back, ready to go. Face off to the left of McBurney. Ruiz against Underwood on this draw. Underwood with the pull rush and then kicked it backwards, able to win it over for Grade. Grade's pass was errant. He hit the side of the net. McBurney slows it up for the defense. Nolan with it. Chipped out of the zone by Underwood. And now back at his own line, here's McDonald. McDonald trying to get that over for Aslan. He bobbled it. Nolan's in on sides, right point, trying a weak pass to the middle, bouncing around among sticks. Anderson had a chance at it. He couldn't control, and now Ruiz gets it up ahead for the Hat-Tricks. Nolan from his own blue line sends it cross ice, and it'll go down into the Danbury end for Bryce French. French over for McDonald, has an open left wing while the River Dragons are changing. Cross ice dump, now he'll head off for a change. Ozelin cancels out the stick of Ojic. And here's Krupp with some speed. Pass off of Riley's skate. It'll go for icing as Riley did not have the red line. And Daniluk will win the race about a stride in front of him. 12:54 to go here in the first. Dragons and Hat-Trick still scoreless. And Columbus 3-2 advantage in shots.
Danbury sending a couple of forecheckers in deep, causing a little bit of havoc. One thing you got to be careful for, you saw the errant pass off the side of the net. It's also that you're too close to each other on the defensive side to try to get that puck to each other.
Riley will win the defensive zone draw. Sent around, far side. Krupp takes a check, held in at the right point there by Susi. Off the corner boards, Anderson shoots, and a paddle save made there by McBurney. Behind the net, White off the wall for Krupp, chipping it ahead. Grant Mentis using his speed, trying to get around Daniluk. He's able to force him wide. Pass to the middle. and Krupp had well overskated that puck, and Riley couldn't come in on it in time. Danbury gets out of their own zone. Ojic up ahead, 2-on-2 as he hits the line. Thought about the drop for Anderson, thought better. Shot blocked by Ian White. Ojic tried to play it bottom of the circles. White was there, ready for it. Grant Mentis takes a check, gains the red line, tries to chip it into the Danbury end. Atwell's quick to it. He'll play it off of Ojic. No icing here. And McBurney will tee it up behind his own net. 12 minutes left to go here in the first. Grant Mentis pass across, hits Kuznetsov, goes back to the Columbus end, and Vanelli scrambles back behind his own net. Vanelli taking some check there from Aslan. Aslan gets the inside edge on him. Vanelli crunches him into the boards. Those two still going at it. Puck falls behind both of them, and Chase Carter's first on it now. Doe up ahead to Bersani. 2-on-2 as they'll hit the line. Bunched up left wing. Bersani flips it, and it rolls right to Wilson, who takes an easy whistle. 11:42 now to go here in the first. There's still no score.
And get a face-off inside the Danbury zone. Those two forecheckers, as I'm saying, they're becoming very aggressive on that. That's got to be noted by Columbus to make sure that when in doubt, just knock it out.
Ruiz and Bersani in on this draw. Bersani trying the bull rush. He's down to a knee. Puck's right there near him. Ruiz goes over the back on him. Petrantonio from the left wing plays it behind the net. Big Steve Brown from behind. He's tied up by Austin Doe. Doe has the better of him, trying to work it back to that circle. And it went by Petrantonio as he's tied up with Levesque. Atwell gets it back for Brown. Behind the net he goes. Brown now works it up for Atwell. Takes it off the wall. Petrantonio applied a bit of pressure. And Atwell was able to get it out towards the Columbus line. Doe over for Bersani. Oh, he stood up. Big hit there by Steve Brown at the red line as Bersani was trying to catch an awkward pass. Our referee's arms stay down, and here's Vanelli back up ahead for Bersani. Staring down Brown. Stops up at the left point. Fakes, stops and starts. Trying to pass to Doe, and Ruiz read it, knocks it out of the air. Nolan holds in left point, gets around a man. Tripped up by Ruiz. Penalty coming up here to the hat tricks. As firing a shot was Bersani, but Atwell got a touch to it. And Johnny Ruiz put his stick wrong place, wrong time. And it'll be the second Georgia power play of the night for Columbus.
Yeah, two tripping calls that cost the Danbury the time in the sin bin. Boy, talk about a hit at an open ice at center ice. My goodness.
You don't want to be receiving too many hits from Steve Brown.
No.
He's a big boy out there. Tough to get around defensively, and definitely doesn't feel good when he lines you up for a hit in the neutral zone like that.
No siree.
Anderson in on the draw. We were marking this in Danbury. Corey Anderson wins this for Danbury. Down the ice it goes. Grade gets in front of Levesque. Levesque pushes Grade down. Penalty coming up, and Grade is down. They're going to be looking for a whistle. McBurney gives him a tap on his way to the bench. And Columbus does the smart thing, though, and just shoots it into the neutral zone, and will go and get the long 5-on-3 now.
Yeah, he's all right. Boy, I'll tell you, he got upended right at the wrong time, but the good news was he slid in with his feet first as opposed to any other way.
Nicola Levesque, 2 minutes. Boarding is the call, and here comes a minute and 45 of 5-on-3 Georgia power play time for the Dragons. Columbus's power play unit will move this to the left of Wilson, and now a glorious chance to take the early lead in this game, Mike.
Just be patient. You got plenty of time on the 5-on-3. You're going to have a lot of passing from up top. Be patient and wait for your shot.
White right point. Vanelli left circle. Looks, fires. That one high. Gripped the stick a little too tight. Anderson sends this one around. White holds it in right point. And White angles it. Bottom of the circle to Doe. Back for White. Now to the top of the left circle, Vanelli. Bottom of the circle, Petrantonio. Back for Vanelli. Back for White. Fakes the shot. Doe. Bottom of the right wing circle. Pass across. Steve Brown was able to slide, block it. Corey Anderson finds it, dumps it down.
That's an outstanding play by Brown, able to shut that down.
Here's Petrantonio, right wing side, as the Dragons backing over the line. Pass dropped off the wall to Bersani. Now to the center point. It's White. Over to the left wing circle, Vanelli. Vanelli walks it. Looking now, he trades places with White. Tries to tee him up. Pass just a little offline. Vanelli right wing circle. Back for White. Bottom of left wing circle. Petrantonio. A pass across. Knocked away by Daniluk before it could find Doe. Doe out of the corner to White. Looks. Fires. Save made. Wilson rebound. He gets the glove to it.
Boy. White had the opportunity there, and he had a little time, and he was able to line it up, but Wilson had other ideas.
9:38 to go in the first. Media timeout. 30 seconds and we're back. Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Benefits of a Kinetic membership extend far beyond convenient banking solutions, competitive rates, and financial advice. Kinetic Credit Union focuses on the unique needs of our members while supporting and improving their lives. At Kinetic Credit Union, they recognize that your financial goals are unique. That's why we're offering the Smart Steps Financial Education Program, a personalized learning experience to help you plan around your individual financial situation and aspirations. Kinetic Credit Union.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. 9:38 to go in the first. Dragons and Hattrick still scoreless, but 48 seconds remain in the 5-on-3 Georgia Power play time, Mike.
Yes, it is. And Columbus doing a good job moving the puck, but you got to tip your hat to Danbury. They've made some nice defensive play. Particularly, we saw Brown just take away an opportunity that would have been golden for Columbus.
Riley against Corey Anderson on this draw to the right of Wilson. Anderson wins it for the Hattricks. Atwell immediately tied up by Grant Mentis. Atwell tries to work it out at the circle, held in by Nolan. Over to Grade at the right point. Back to Nolan, center point. Looks for a shooting lane. Nothing there, being tracked by Anderson. Grade to the high slot. Grant Mentis gives it back. Now Grant Mentis winds up a shot and a blocker save. Made there by Wilson. That was a quick one off of the righty stick. Now to the left wing circle. It's Nolan pinching up on the play. Back covering Riley at the point. Now to Grade, right circle. He shoots, inadvertently blocked by Krupp, who was looking for a tip. Riley holds off Anderson enough to allow Nolan to get to the puck. Nolan center point, trades places with Grade. Nolan left circle, one-timer, Riley, rebound, Krupp scores! Jake Krupp off the pads, taps it in, and it's a 5-on-3 goal! 1-0 Columbus!
Well, there you go. Krupp is right in there. And give him credit. It's a tough way to make a living when you want to be down low on a goaltender on a power play because you're going to get some whacks and hacks, but he was at the right spot. Rebound came, and he just gingerly threw it into the net, and a power play goal for Columbus, and they still got a little bit of time. What is it, 22 seconds remaining on the other penalty.
That's right. There were 7 seconds left in Ruiz's penalty. He's out to take this draw. 22 seconds remaining in Levesque's minor, so we're still on the Georgia power play here for the Dragons as Ruiz wins it, and we hear from Dana Barker.
He shoots! Dragons power play goal! Scored by number 22, Jay Cruz! Offensive by number 19, Jack Riley, and number 24, and Nolan, and 11:02 in the first period.
Riley and Nolan pick up the assist for Jake Krupp, his 15th goal on the season. Anderson works this one back. Around the boards it goes. Danbury's back to full strength as Levesque came out of the box. While we were listening to Dana Barker, 5-on-5, the Hattricks coming over the line, 3-on-2, but Ruiz mishandled the puck. Now here's 2-on-1 for the Dragons. Graham over to Dalton Anderson, left wing circle, tons of space. Anderson fires, great blocker save made there by Wilson. Underwood, he takes a check there from Stephenson. Those two go at it, and Levesque picks it out of feet, can't get it out. Left point, great holding in white. Now Underwood down along the half wall. MJ Graham tied up with Stephenson. Ruiz chops at the puck. Levesque works it to an open left wing, and with some space, here's tall Finberg. Finberg 1-on-1 with White, left circle, a drop back. Good read by Anderson. Knocks it away from Levesque. Still in the zone, though, at the left point. 7:40 to go here in the first. Anderson getting away from Ian White. Works it to the half wall, trying to drop it back. Levesque, nice cut to the middle. Fires! Just missed on that short side post on McBurney. Now Daniluk, he shoots left point, and that one blocked. White trying to clear it out. He hit a man with it. That was White Duck. Second effort, gets it to Petrantonio. He gains the red line. I'll just chip it in.
Well, there you go. You got a 1-goal lead, and right back come Danbury with an opportunity. Missed the net just by inches.
White Duck gets it from Susie, gains the red line and shoots it in. McBurney had to slow it up behind the net. It evaded him. Ozelinch works it up the far side wall. Good kick in to keep it there by Susie. High slot Jackson, a chance for Ojic, and he sent it wide. Ojic tied up here with Petrantonio. Those two go, that is Ozelinch, not Petrantonio. Carter finds it, trying to get it around. Brett Jackson able to hold it in. Inside positioning. Carter will just put him in through the corner boards, and now he has the puck on his stick. Chase Carter fighting through some stick work, gets it to the right wing to the captain. Petrantonio flips this one in. Austin Doe leaning on Steve Brown a bit there. Those two cancel out. Carter has it to the middle. Nobody home as Columbus is in the middle of a change. Bersani right wing circle along the goal line. Grant Mentis, and that one just out of his reach on a feed from Austin Doe. Now Danbury tries to dump it down, but the pass is out of the reach of Aslan. Will be found by Grade. Can't get it out as it's held left circle by Jackson. Jackson down in the corner. Aslan. Now Kuznetsov with it here. Kuznetsov tied up by Bersani, and a penalty coming up here against the Texas native. Hunter Bersani mad about the call, but got the stick in towards the body. Kuznetsov goes down. And a pretty cut and dry call there. Bersani, frustrated, punches the glass with 6:12 to go in the first. And it's the first Houston Clinic penalty kill of the night.
All trips, too, I believe, right? All 4 penalties called. Was that a...
We had the boarding call.
Boarding, that's right. Yeah, the one boarding call, the 5 on 3.
It's been a lot of stick fouls. I agree with you.
Yeah, but I mean, what you got going on right now is an opportunity for Danbury to tie this thing up. Got to bear down if you're Columbus, win some draws and kill some time.
Anderson wins the draw. Susi's got it at the left point. Patrick's 5th best in the FPHL, 18.1% on the man advantage. Columbus, 85.1% on the kill, number 1 in the league. Ozelin, you see why right there, blocks a centering feed from Corey Anderson. Back to the top. Susi lost it. Riley ahead. Grant Mentis on a breakaway. Marquise Grant Mentis in all alone shoots. And a great save by Wilson as that one popped over him off the save and hit the glass behind. Now here comes Danbury back the other way. Levesque pass to the right wing circle. Behind Anderson, chops at it, retrieves it in the corner, inadvertently hits the referee. And now Riley looking again to set up Grant Mentis. Danbury tracks back a little bit quicker this time on the power play. Riley left circle, easily sticked away by Wilson.
One thing that impresses me about Wilson, he looks cool as a cucumber. That breakaway, he basically didn't move, set his body in one position and said, beat me. And so far, it's been a difficult thing for Columbus to do.
Susi gives the handoff to Dmitry Kuznetsov with some speed ahead for the hat-tricks. Pass over to the left wing side for Brown. He touches it offsides as Kuznetsov came into that zone a little overeager. 5:08 to go in the first, and we'll get a neutral zone draw. 56 seconds remaining in the Bersani Minor. The first Houston Clinic penalty kill of the night. Houston Clinic helping the River Dragons get back to full strength.
You know, one thing about this unit, they don't play with the puck a lot in their own zone. They know to get the puck out, and that's why I think they've been so successful with their stats on the penalty kill.
Underwood wins it. Vanelli takes it behind his own net, rimmed around. Brown, great chop at it, holds it in right point. Ojic had it knocked off of his stick. Brown still holds in at the right point as Underwood couldn't sweep it away. And you're as big as Steve Brown is, it is hard to get around him. They'll find some success near side as Graham gets it away from Atwell. Half-hearted 2-on-1 here. MJ Graham, high slot, got Ojic down to a knee. Ojic was able to block it, fell towards the crease, and Wilson will stick that away himself. That's 2 chances towards net with some serious intent for the Dragons while shorthanded.
Yes, sir.
Here's Atwell left wing side. He chips that one into the zone. First on it, Chase Carter for the Dragons. Carter rims it around. Petrantonio, far circle, sends it down ice on net. And that one stopped by Wilson. 10 seconds remaining as Bersani standing up in the box. Now Atwell had to spin back from the far side circle. Petrantonio almost took it away from him. Wilson tapping his stick his own crease, and Bersani is out of the box. 1 for 1. On the Houston Clinic penalty kill to start tonight are the Dragons. Here's Ruiz getting around Grade with some space left circle. Good stick by Grade. Poked it away deeper into the corner. Pass to the far side wing. And Austin Doe will collect here for Columbus. Doe, a pass into the zone. Bersani left circle. Tried to drop it back for Petrantonio. Didn't have the feeling of where he was. Now look out. Turned over as Nolan whiffed on a pass. Here's Ruiz 2-on-2. Ruiz a shot. Blockered away by McBurney. Lovek turnaround shot. Pad save. McBurney covers up the minimal rebound. And we get a media timeout. 3:39 to go in the first. 30 seconds and we're back on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
I'm Andrew Saul, Commissioner of Social Security. Beware of threatening calls from telephone scammers pretending to be government employees. These calls are not from us. Hang up and report the call at oig.ssa.gov.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. Dragons 1, Hat-tricks nothing. 11-6 shots on goal in favor of Columbus. And that goal scored by Jay Krupp on the power play, his 15th of the year. Riley and Nolan picking up the assists. I'm Zach DeBozart. He's Mike V. Time to close out the first period here, Mike. Offensive zone draw for Danbury, though, to the right of McBurney.
Yeah, and you want to be careful here. I mean, obviously you got a little bit of momentum. You just killed the penalty off. You definitely don't want to give one up to Danbury, although they have other ideas about that. Love to get one and steal the momentum off of Columbus.
Riley to take the draw against Corey Anderson. Riley wins it. Ozelinch in the near corner. Gives it to White. Quick breakout attempt. Krupp catches it. Now for Riley in the neutral zone. Riley poked it ahead. Couldn't get it to Grant Mentis, and Atwell will dump it in for the Hat-tricks. White in a race here with Atwell. Those two collide. White got the better of it. His stick to it first. Now tied up along the wall between Riley and another hat-trick player. Atwell holds in right point, fakes the pass D to D, spins it around, gets some space, right circle shot, patted away by McBurney. Ozelinch for Riley. Ooh, he hit his own man with that pass. Now here's White Duck. His shot gloved away by McBurney. Held onto it for just a touch too long. Referee gives him the whistle, and we get a timeout here. Let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network. Face off to the right of McBurney. Underwood won it, but we get whistles, and Underwood will get tossed. So now coming in to take it will be Anderson coming in? No, yes, it will be Anderson. Jackson wins it away from him. D to D, right point, a blast from French. McBurney didn't see it, and that one was high and hit the boards behind. Underwood, a chip towards center. MJ Graham has that go through his stick. French from his own blue line plays it in front of the Columbus bench, and the River Dragons take back over. White up ahead for MJ Graham. Couldn't go through the legs of French. He closed that up. Aslan, pass across, in over the line. Now it's knocked out on sides, though, as Graham played it back into the zone. Aslan ran out of room, and Danbury will now have to recollect themselves. Kuznetsov tied up here as that puck squirts into the zone. Here's White up ahead. That one knocked away. Anderson, a weak backhand, offline, intended for MJ Graham. Here's Dalton Anderson, left wing, 2-on-2 as he hits the line. His shot just wide of the blocker hand on Wilson. 2:15 left to go here in the first. Columbus still up 1-0. Jackson will dump this in from the red line. McBurney slows it up. 2:10 to go in period one.
Yep, you're getting to that point now where it's good forechecking and make some plays in the offensive zone.
Carter gets around Daniluk, drops it back for Doe, and that one could not get Goodwood to it. And now it's played by Danbury up ahead 2-on-2. Look at the back check. Chase Carter getting back defensively and lifts the stick of Levesque, breaks up that rush.
That gets you a pat on your back when you sit on the bench after a play like that.
Finberg dumps this one in. Vanelli overthought himself. Ruiz took it away for a moment, and now Vanelli gets it back. Little give and go there with Doe. Goes off his skates. Now a second effort. Vanelli will dump this in right wing corner. Weird hop. It scores! Austin Doe! Weird hop off the corner. He read it and buries it. 2-0 Columbus. 29th goal of the year for Austin Doe, and they don't come much weirder than that.
No, and sometimes, as they say, the old saying, better lucky than good. Right there, you'd have to say you got a good goaltender, and he was just baffled, came out, committed, and took that awful bounce on his behalf, and it's able to get buried in by Doe, and that's a 2-0 lead. That's a big goal for Columbus here, setting the statement and the tone to start this series.
Late in the period, we'll give you some momentum as well as we hear from Dana Barker.
Dragons goal scored by number 17, Austin Doe. His 29th of the season, assisted by number 26, Adam Vanelli, at 18:27 of the first period.
River Dragons have kept up good offensive pressure. We've been listening. Doe from Vanelli. Doe's 29th of the year, and it's 2-0 Columbus. Grant Mentis trying to go through the middle, lost the puck, took a hit from White Duck on the way. Ojic with this, with less than a minute to go in the Sun South John Deere first period. Nolan far side corner, sent around. Grade has trouble with the bouncing puck. Ojic to the high slot. Corey Anderson left it for French out of the zone, a delayed offsides, and Danbury will have to touch up. 40 seconds now remain here in the first. Nolan for MJ Graham. He's got some wheels into the zone. Right circle, trying to cut across. Big hit. Laid on by the counterpart, number 8, McDonald. Slowed him up. Nolan to the top for White. Open left circle. Anderson fires. Great save, Wilson. Rebound, Graham tied up by McDonald again. Loose from behind the net, and Riley couldn't kick to his stick in the slot. Finberg sends this one ahead. French pitching up on the play here for Danbury. French fires. Shoulder save made by McBurney. Rebound cleared out of the slot. End-to-end action. A dozen seconds left in the period. Nolan for MJ Graham. Takes his time and over the line. Right corner. He dumps that win again. It hits that corner board weird in the exact same way. Chance for Anderson. He lost an edge, though, and that'll do it for the period. Boy, Brian Wilson, I guess, learned his lesson, stayed in his crease there as that puck took pretty much the carbon copy of the bounce it took for Austin Doe to score and make it 2-0 heading into the break.
I go in that corner over there with my skate. I just toe the boards to try to see if I can level them out. Obviously, that's right there. And we've seen it time to time, but tonight it just seems like it's a little more active than it normally has been.
2-0 Columbus in front. 13-8 they lead in shots. Let's take a break. When we come back, bring it on camera, talk about those first 20 minutes of play on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Is that the sound of an ooey gooey, cheesy, crunchy slice of P-I-Z-Z-A? Obviously. But as good as that sounds, we think it can get even better. Oh yeah, that's the sound of a freshly opened fizz-filled Pepsi. The only thing that can take this flavor medley of crunchy dough, mouth-watering cheese, and savory sauce to the next level. How about another bite? Pepsi and pizza sound like a match made in heaven and taste even better. Pizza, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
In 1999, Watley Convenience Stores opened its first Zelmo's Zip-In. Our first store was in Leesburg, Georgia, and followed quickly by our second store in the Columbus, Phoenix City area in 2000. Since then, the brand has grown to include 11 stores in the Chattahoochee Valley and Southwest Georgia. Zelmo's is an anchor in the communities it operates in. Our managers, employees, and vendors are all an integral part of the neighborhoods and communities we serve. We're proud to call these areas home and plan to continue growing with and serving the communities of West Georgia and East Alabama. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions.
Progress. It's the belief that your life should be easier, that life should be fun, and that the best is yet to come. With us, you have a provider who pours everything into bringing progress home. And it's not just some big name in a faraway glass tower. That provider is here. That provider is Beam. With local service and faster internet, the only place you're going is forward. And we're taking you there. Progress. Your Beam. Your way.
It's River Dragon season, and it's time to get out to a game. Visit Ticketmaster or the Civic Center box office to purchase tickets to the next game or any game left this season. Visit ourdragons.com to check the schedule and stay up to date with everything River Dragons hockey. The defending Ignite Cup champions are looking to keep their winning ways, and you can be part of the best atmosphere in the FPHL to help make it happen. Purchase tickets online on Ticketmaster or skip the fees and visit the Columbus Civic Center box office during normal business hours. Get up and get loud, Columbus. The River Dragons are ready to roar.
Welcome back in to the Harvey Lumber broadcast booth here in the Columbus Civic Center. River Dragons in front by a score of 2-0 and are really doing a good job finding out what they learned in that first weekend against Danbury and making it happen here tonight. Obviously, they know Brian Wilson, a tremendous goaltender from Friday and Saturday night a couple of weeks ago in Danbury. Be honest with you, he's still in the same form he was at. 2 goals Columbus scored. One comes on a 5-on-3 effort. 11:02 mark, Jake Krupp able to tap it in after a shot from the left circle by Riley. Patted right onto Krupp's stick, and he taps into an open net for his 15th on the season. Then, 18:23 mark of the first. Bit of a fluky thing happening. Dumped in by Vanelli in the right wing corner. Hits the kick plate weird. We've seen a ton of odd bounces in this building. But finally, the River Dragons cash in on one of them. Austin Doe found a very fine angle because Wilson was getting back in time. Doe threads the needle, his 29th of the year, and it's 2-0 at that point. You take out that, a 5-on-3 opportunity and a weird fluky bounce, we're still sitting at 0-0. So Brian Wilson and the rest of the Hat-Trick's defense are as formidable as ever, as we were used to seeing back 2 weeks ago. On the other side of things, Hat-Trick's offense seems to be a little bit slower here. Their transition game is good, moving up and down the ice, but it doesn't seem like they have that same chemistry, that same unity that we saw in the Danbury Ice Arena a couple of weeks ago. They just seem to know where each other is on the ice, making crisp passes and being able to connect and immediately set up offensive pressure. They have 8 shots so far in this game, and outside of maybe 1 or 2 good chances, they've been perimeter shots that McBurney and the rest of the Columbus defense will be happy to watch let go from afar to make easy saves. That's how we sit 2-0. River Dragons 1 for 3 on the Georgia power play. As we said, the Croup power play goal, the tally there. Also 1 for 1 on the Houston Clinic penalty kill. Let's take a break. When we come back, Mike V will join us back for a look around the league, brought to you by Zelmos after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
The Chattahooch's favorite place for spirits in the valley is John Emerald Distilling Company in Opelika. Conveniently located in beautiful downtown Opelika, they're open Monday through Saturday for tours, tasting, and bottle sales. Not in Opelika? No problem. From Birmingham to Columbus, there's plenty of places where John Emerald originals are sold. Check out some of their favorite recipes at johnemeralddistilling.com and give them a follow on social media at JED Spirits on Twitter and Instagram.
Dressing for success is as easy as 1, 2, 3 with Wade Cleaners. Drop off your garment at any one of their 5 convenient branches or call their valet manager to pick them up. Go do something fun. Walk your dog, eat a hot fudge sundae, or go to a movie. Leave the dirty laundry to them. Pick up your professionally cleaned garments or have them delivered at no additional charge to your home or office. Yes, you too can dress for success with Wade Cleaners. Oh, and don't forget the little people as you move up in the world.
Who wants a copy when you can own the real thing? At Heckler & Koch, the foundation for everything we do is an unswerving commitment to excellence. Shooters of Columbus at 4445 Milton Road is your local area premium stocking dealer for all your favorite Heckler & Koch products. They also have an indoor range with rentals available, from rifles and pistols to ammo and holsters. There's no better choice in the firearm business than Heckler & Koch.
Looking to update that hockey game day wardrobe? The best place to do that is to visit the online home for all River Dragons licensed apparel, ourdragonsmerch.com. With new designs coming out all the time and special promotional and sale offers always live, there's always a reason to check back to the site and score some new gear. Plus, lots of fun souvenirs and other knickknacks that make great gifts for all sorts of occasions. So get there to ourdragonsmerch.com, the official store for all team licensed apparel. That's ourdragonsmerch.com.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. River Dragons 2, Hat-Tricks nothing through 20 minutes of play. We're on the John Emerald Distilling first intermission report. John Emerald Distilling, go see our friends up in Opelika, Alabama. Live tours and tastings anytime they are open. And of course, if you can't make it out to Opelika to sample the products from the source, check out a couple of places here in Columbus that serve the John Emerald line of products, including Nonick Beer Bar and Kitchen downtown, the Jarfly on 13th Street, and the Bottle Shop on Broadway. John Emerald Distilling also brings you our weekly Coaches Show, 6 to 7 p.m., right here on the River Dragons Radio Network and in podcast form on YouTube. John Emerald Distilling, proud partners of your Columbus River Dragons. Mike, we didn't really get a chance to ask you. We went on camera there for a little bit during that segment, but your thoughts on those 20 minutes seem to be a very even period. I don't think 2-0 is really indicative of the game we saw, but Columbus will be happy to take it.
Well, I mean, the thing that I'm noting out, though, is that Columbus has come out and they're slightly more aggressive. Now, the forecheck of Danbury has been hard. They sent 2 guys in deep. They've caused a little bit of havoc. It just hasn't resulted in any results for them. On the other side of things, you look at Columbus in the offensive zone. I thought they had a lot of excellent puck movement and opportunities to take shots. Maybe shoot a little bit easier rather than pass. I saw a couple of guys that might have taken a shot or should have taken the shot, and they passed, ended up getting intercepted. But I like the way Columbus came out and reacted against Danbury. Yep, you're rewarded with a two-goal lead. You're fortunate, but that's the way your hockey is, because for those 2 goals that win in, I can guarantee you're going to look at 2 goals down the season that it didn't work out for you. So it all ends up and it washes in the long run.
Time to take a look around the FPHL, brought to you by Zelmo Zip-In. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions. Binghamton and Watertown have gotten underway. It's about 2:40 left to go in the first period. Binghamton up 2-1 over the Wolves. The Binghamton Black Bears magic number for the playoffs is 2. So any win against Watertown or any loss from Delaware against Port Huron today will see the Black Bears clinch a playoff spot before tonight is done. Black Bears got their goals 107 and 328 into the period. Justin Levesque and Nikita Ivashkin with the goals. Johnny Bonta has since tallied back at the 11:09 mark in the first for the Wolves. They also had an early fight in this one. 9 minutes in, Ryan Devine and Eric Oganesov getting it going after Ryan Devine had a high sticking minor also assessed to him in that same stoppage. 2-1 Binghamton. Now we take a peek over to the Mid-Atlantic and see the Delaware Thunder up 2-0. 20 minutes of play over the Port Huron Prowlers. Justin Laporte and now Joseph Devaney have tallied on for the Thunder. Prowlers are out shooting Delaware 16-12, but it is the Thunder in front. Now here's what's interesting, Mike. Port Huron's magic number to clinch is 18. With 3 games against Delaware, if Delaware were to sweep all 9 points, that's 9 to the good for them and 9 to the bad for Delaware, that would actually make up the 18. By the end of this weekend, you could see your 6 teams in the Commissioner's Cup playoffs. Delaware doing everything they can with their backs against the wall here this weekend. A very good first period for them.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough road to hoe. They had themselves kind of in a hole right from the very beginning. So, in a way, you know, the way a season works like that, if you get knocked out of the playoffs with a month to go, it's a whole new season. Except this season, you don't really care where you let all the stops out and you have fun.
That's your look around the FPHL, brought to you by Zelmo Zippin. Zelmo's the official fuel provider of the Columbus River Dragons. 10 of the 11 teams in action on a Friday night in the SPHL on the Southern Hockey Scoreboard. Macon up 1-0 at home against Fayetteville. They're about to drop puck in the second period there over at the Macon Centerplex. 3-2 Huntsville, a barn burner early in Knoxville. The Havoc leading the Ice Bears with 8:40 left to go in the first. That's 5 goals in the first 11 minutes. That is not something you see very often in that league, Mike.
No, but have you been to Knoxville's? Okay, Knoxville, you know the size of the rink, and that place is a pinball gallery. That's liable to have 8 goals up there in no time at all.
Evansville and Vermilion County are scoreless halfway through the first period. Then over in the Central Time Zone, just about to start the game, Roanoke and Peoria scheduled for an 8:15 puck drop. They're minutes away from doing that. And at the bottom of the hour, Pensacola is at Birmingham. That makes the Quad City Storm your 11th Nugget tonight. And the Storm will be back in action tomorrow when they host the Evansville Thunderbolts. Let's take a... Well, actually, we have to say goodbye to you here, Mike,
yes,
I do
sir.
believe. So,
Appreciate you.
fun as always. We missed you. We were gone for a couple of weeks, and I'm sure we'll see you again later this weekend.
See you tomorrow night. Have a good one.
All right. Sounds good. When we come back, we're getting ourselves ready for the Wild Animal Safari second period on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
If you know building materials, and I know you do, then nobody's going to be able to sell you something that you don't need at a price that is ridiculous to pay for. So you always go to Harvey Lumber for everything you need because you've come to expect no less than the very best product at the lowest possible price from the very best team of folks in the building materials business. But for other folks like me, I can't even build a stick. I need somebody that I can trust, not to try and oversell me or upsell me on things I don't need in the first place. I guess what I'm trying to say is I may not know a lot about building materials and the right tools for the job, but I do know Harvey Lumber. And I know that they have never and will never steer me wrong or let me down. You can always trust the folks that have been in business in the Chattahoochee Valley for over 150 years. Dale Castile and that superb bunch of folks at Harvey Lumber Company, 800 15th Street, open Monday through Friday, 7 to 5.
Gulf Eagle Supply specializes in servicing the professional roofing contractor and also provides a variety of products and services to the homeowner, building owner, architect, and general contractor. Our goal to the contractor is not only to provide competitive material pricing, but also to help them build their business and assist in their success. We do this with knowledgeable sales personnel and through our core values. As we say, Gulf Eagle, we got a solution for that. Call us today at 706-550-1555. Gulf Eagle Supply.
Like build a rocket and watch it soar, clean the oceans and make the world a better place. Oh, she can STEM.
Learn more at She Can STEM. A message brought to you by the Ad Council.
Woo-hoo!
Welcome back in here to the Harvey Lumber broadcast booth in the Columbus Civic Center. We traded out one Mike for another. Mike Cosentino joined us up here in the booth. Mike, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you doing, Ian?
It's been...
Ian? Zach, oh my God, that's a big. I'm sorry about that.
I was just going to go with man on that. Just the accent came out
you
there. You
spend too much time with an NHL guy, it just starts to fly out.
Totally fine. Well, we look at it here. Dragons up 2-0 through 20 minutes of play. Obviously, you got a good situation in the 5-on-3, and you got a bit of a fluky bounce, but Austin Doe did the best of it. To be honest with you, this looks like the same Brian Wilson we saw in Danbury, where he was just a brick wall back there. But the Hat-Trick's now down 2-0. They have to show what they can do offensively because Columbus got some breaks early and are in front because of it.
Yeah, I think for the most part, I think we dominated the period. I think at some points we lacked a little bit in our own end. But for the most part, I think if we play 2 more periods like that, I think we'll have a lot of success tonight.
What did you see in the defensive end of things? Because to us, outside of maybe 1 or 2 chances, Randy McBurney didn't see it through a screen or a guy got in tight because of a good move, seemed like there was still a lot of perimeter shots that Danbury was throwing on, and Columbus will take those all the time.
Absolutely. As a goalie, you'll take perimeter shots all day long as you can see them. And for the most part, we're breaking the puck out very nicely. We're picking our head up on the back end. We're getting it up to the forwards. We're getting it out clean. And then that's leading to some good offensive chances as well. So.
Well, Mike Cosentino is going to be with us here for the rest of the way. We're going to take a break. When we come back, it's time for the Wild Animal Safari second period next on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
The Chattahooch's favorite place for spirits in the valley is John Emerald Distilling Company in Opelika. Conveniently located in beautiful downtown Opelika, they're open Monday through Saturday for tours, tasting, and bottle sales. Not in Opelika? No problem. From Birmingham to Columbus, there's plenty of places where John Emerald originals are sold. Check out some of their favorite recipes at johnemeralddistilling.com and give them a follow on social media at JED Spirits on Twitter and Instagram.
At the Country Inn and Suites by Radisson, you'll enjoy comfortable accommodations close to Columbus State University, Fort Benning, and of course, the River Dragons games. Conveniently located at 1720 Fountain Court in Columbus, you'll be minutes away from all your favorite Columbus destinations. Free high-speed Wi-Fi and hot breakfast always available too. So whether you're staying for business or for pleasure, make your next stay in Columbus a comfortable one at the official hotel partner of the River Dragons, Country Inn and Suites by Radisson.
Oral and maxillofacial surgeons Mark Sawicki, Lee Allen practice a traditional scope of oral and maxillofacial surgery with over 60 years of combined expertise, ranging from oral pathology to wisdom tooth removal. They perform a full range of dental implant and bone grafting procedures, as well as non-invasive surgical facial cosmetic procedures. That level of expertise is why the River Dragons trust them. Call them in Columbus at 596-1757 or in LaGrange at 884-2655. Before you know it, the weather will get warmer and baseball will be right around the corner. So book your summer weekends early by purchasing a Flight Club membership with the Columbus Chattahoochs. Flight Club members receive tickets to every home game at Golden Park as the Hoots try and go back to the Championship Series in 2022, plus more awesome perks for all of our members. Visit GoHoots.com to get started on securing your membership for the 2022 Sunbelt Baseball League season, or call the offices at 706-507-4625.
Welcome back in. That horn lets you know the River Dragons are back out onto the ice and ready to start. Wild Animal Safari, second period of play. Dragons dressed in the red jerseys, C logo on the chest, black helmets, shoulders and numbers with white and teal trim. They'll go right to left across your radio dial. Bailey McBurney clears the driveway over to our right. 8 saves on 8 shots for him. Over to our left, Brian Wilson doing some post work. And the Hat-Tricks dressed in the road white jerseys, rabbit head logo on the chest, black helmets, black numbers, orange trim, and a black and orange striped belt on the jersey. They go left to right. Wilson, 11 saves on 13 shots. I'm Zach DeBozart. He's Mike Cosentino. Mike, period of the long change. We talked about it a lot. Got to make sure defensively you're responsible here. And Columbus sitting on a 2-0 lead cannot afford to get lazy on the back end because you know how quick Danbury can score.
Absolutely. Danbury is a very offensively talented team. I think if we just stick to our game, we'll be fine this period. A 2-0 lead is a very good spot to be in going into the second.
Ruiz to take this draw against Bersani. Center ice drop, and we are underway. Bersani wins it all the way back into his own end. McBurney will slow it up here for Ian White. White takes his time. Bersani gets on his horse to the right, but Ozelinch gets the pass, left wing circle. Now Petrantonio feeds Bersani. Nice back heel kick onto his stick. Dropped it back for the captain. His shot high over the glove, hand on Wilson. Near side boards, Levesque gets this one out at the red line. White tracking back, now puts a pass on the tape of Ozelinch. Over for Austin Doe, 3-on-4 as he hits the line. Danbury tracking back well. Petrantonio, nice stick in the middle to get around Steve Brown. He just sent that one wide of the blocker hand. Here's Levesque from the red line to tall Finberg, left circle, trying to get around Carter. Finberg ran out of real estate and then fell to the ice, trying to backhand it back to the slot. Petrantonio flips it to center. Susi has it here. 50 seconds gone in the first.
It's a great opening shift by our top line there. Get some puck possession, get a shot on goal. Great start.
Corey Anderson dumps this one in. White Duck gives it right back to him. Shot blocked, losing the stick. Dalton Anderson. Corey will have it back to the right point. Susi, D to D, over for Daniluk. Daniluk walks it, left circle. Pass knocked away by a Columbus stick. That was Underwood tying up a man in front. Nolan puts a man into the boards. White Duck getting away from Underwood. Chance to the middle, Corey Anderson, and he couldn't find it on his stick in a good shooting lane, and it's dumped down by Columbus. Susi near side circle again.
Dalton Anderson is one heck of a defensive player. I think the last 2 or 3 games he's made at least 5 or 6 goal-saving plays on defense.
Ojic left circle, a shot high over the blocker hand of McBurney. Goes to the right wing corner. Weird hop off that corner again, Mike. I know you saw it from where you were sitting in the arena, but that corner down to our bottom right by broadcast vantage point, it's been an ugly corner.
Yeah, it's pretty ugly during practice, too.
This one dumped down here by Danbury. In over the line on sides. Jackson, pass to the middle. Good read there, and up come Columbus the other way. Oh, a long stretch pass. Nearly hits Krupp on the tape, but Daniluk was able to knock it away. Nolan will find this one. Danbury's in offsides. They can't touch it, and Nolan will take his time trying to get this one up and out.
Very soft forecheck here by Danbury. They're not even pressuring one guy really below the blue line.
Grant Mentis over the line. Shot from Riley, right circle. Just missed that top left corner. Still in the zone. Deflection, Riley. Great save, Wilson. Grade put that right into Riley's wheelhouse as he found some space alone in the slot. Good team up there on the deflection chance. Better save by Wilson. Keeps the game 2-0. 17:44 to go in the first.
It's a great deflection there by Riley. Great save by the Danbury goaltender. I forget his last name in the moment, but that's a tough save to make too. I think it was through a screen initially, so that's a really good stop.
Ruiz and Riley, a couple of 19s in on this draw. Ruiz will win it into the corner. French trying to send it around. It was weak, but it eventually finds his man there as Daniluk knocks it out to center, and Grant Mentis backhand puts it right back into the zone. French spins away from a hit from Riley. Levesque near side wall, held in by Nolan. His shot sticked away by Wilson. Tried to paddle it away, and he missed, but he'll be helped out by John McDonald. And Ozelinch has it back at his own line. Grant Mentis, don't know if that pass was intended for him. Nearly created a turnover for Ruiz to go in on a breakaway. Grant Mentis is recovered, has the puck on his stick. He and Nolan a little give and go. Grant Mentis with speed ahead, 3-on-3 as he hits the line. Left wing circle, tries to drive it to the middle, and Ruiz just kept on him on the back check, knocked away his opportunity. Now here comes Daniluk, one-on-one with a man that's White. His shot, and that one might have hit the knob of the stick on McBurney, was going high.
Yeah, Danbury's forecheck is way too soft right now. They're running a very, very soft 1-2-2 forecheck, and we're just breaking out way too easy. I mean, I'll take it all day long, but it's not looking good for them.
Ojic lost it. Petrantonio lifted his stick. Ozelinch in his own end. Up ahead here for Doe. Good backhand find. Hunter Bersani with some space. Left wing and over the line. Bersani flips that towards Wilson. Easily takes the glove save, and we get a whistle. 16:29 to go in the second. River Dragons Hockey brought to you all season long by Sherry and her crew of master barbers at Old School Barbershop, 1041 First Avenue in Columbus. They'll be open 10 a.m. on Saturday, and you can call ahead for appointments 706-321-5930 or visit them online, oldschoolbarbershop.com. That's oldschoolbarber, SHOPPE.com. Columbus wins the offensive zone draw. Carter from the left point, though. Angles crossed, and he could not keep that one along the blue as he passed it to Vanelli. Now it's dumped in right wing by Doe. This one in the corner. Petrantonio lets it go by him. Bersani back up to the top. Ojic was reading it. Danbury have numbers if they want it, 3-on-2, but White Duck will just dump it in from the red line.
I think they were trying to take advantage of the bad corner there on that dump.
Carter for Vanelli into that bad corner and now dumped out towards the middle of ice. Brown has it here. Stephenson getting a Bronx cheer from the Columbus faithful as he took an awkward tumble around his own blue line.
There's snipers out here, Zach.
Petrantonio will flip this one out beyond the red line. That one nearly got away from Stephenson. Would have created a breakaway opportunity. He's able to dump it in. Carter near circle, up ahead for Bersani. Bersani with speed, knocked to a knee by Jackson. Now for MJ Graham. Graham drops it back, firing a shot. Great blocker save made as Bersani let one go. Now Bersani heads off for a change. Carter left point, holds in. Nice counter check. Now Kuznetsov slipped him. Puck still in the zone, though, for Columbus. And Stephenson gets to the bouncing puck before Underwood. And here come the hat tricks as Asselin, checked there by Underwood. He'll head off for a change as it's dumped in. 15-12 to go in the first.
It's a great shift by our first line there. Great couple of plays there by Hunter Bersani.
4-on-3 as they hit the line. Underwood trying to pass it to the middle, and that one deflects off a body. Too far behind Carter, too far in front of Justin Schmidt. Now here's Underwood, a one-touch pass for MJ Graham. Graham will drop it back near side circle for Nolan, off the wall for Grade. Grade trying to go back for Nolan, passes behind him, but he settles it. From his own zone, a pass ahead, out of the reach of Graham. Won't have the legs for icing and has to be touched, actually, by Wilson as the geometry's right on it. Finberg bobbled it, bad first touch, backhand effort there by Riley, and that one blocked away. Behind the net, MJ Graham takes it off the backside of the net, but it flutters away from him, and Susi will have it in the far side circle. 14.5 to go in the first, flipped into the zone. Susi with it, top of the left wing, trying to play it to the middle. Nolan read it there first. Grant Mentis taken off of his stick, still in the zone for Danbury. Levesque across, Susi, nice deflection. Grant Mentis down to block, though, and a tripping call will be called against him as he went down attempting to block that shot. We will get immediate timeouts. 14:15 to go in the first, and the Houston Clinic penalty kill back on when we come back on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Who wants a copy when you can own the real thing? At Heckler & Koch, the foundation for everything we do is an unswerving commitment to excellence. Shooters of Columbus at 4445 Milton Road is your local area premium stocking dealer for all your favorite Heckler & Koch products. They also have an indoor range with rentals available, from rifles and pistols to ammo and holsters. There's no better choice in the firearm business than Heckler & Koch.
Look what you done.
Marquise Grant Mentis, 2 minutes for tripping, 14:15 left to go here in the second Houston Clinic penalty kill of the night, helping the River Dragons get back to full strength.
Yeah, Zach, I'm not a big fan of that call there on Marquise. I think he was attempting to get the puck with his skate. I think he actually made contact with the puck, which usually negates a penalty, but I guess the ref wanted to even it up. We got a couple power plays early on, so big kill coming up here.
Face off to the right of McBurney. Jackson against Petrantonio on it. Petrantonio will win it, sent around by Columbus, and down the ice off the stick of Austin Doe.
Watch Josh Petrantonio on the penalty kill. He's one of the best penalty kill players I've ever played with.
Atwell takes this from behind his own net. Hat-tricks going left to right across the radio dial and YouTube screens. Kuznetsov dumps that in from the right wing. McBurney slows it up, far side of the net. Backhand trying to get it out. It eventually falls to Petrantonio off the stick of White. And he'll shoot it down another 200 feet. 30 seconds already gone in the penalty kill.
Yeah, what makes Petro, number 9, for those of you watching, such a good penalty killer is he's very, very calm. He waits guys out, and he has more patience than guys, and that gives him the puck, and he just gets it down the ice very cleanly.
Kuznetsov with speed, right circle, right into the belly of McBurney. He swallows that one up and takes a whistle. 13:32 to go here in the second. That's just the hat-trick's 10th shot on the game. We're about 27 minutes into this one. 1:17 to go in Grant Mentis' minor.
Yeah, sound game defensively so far. We got to keep it up here. Watch for a shorthanded opportunity, too, because I think Danbury is going to start getting desperate pretty soon.
We saw 2 of them in the first penalty kill opportunity the Dragons had in the first period. And, of course, Columbus still leading in the FPHL with 10 shorthanded goals this season. Levesque gets it to the left point for Susi. Back along the goal line, Ruiz takes it off the wall. He's checked there by Carter. Carter gets the better of the Danbury captain and sends it down ice. A rolling puck will be settled by Brian Wilson.
Danbury being a little too deliberate with their passes in the O-zone. It's way too easy to read for our D-men.
Susi from behind his own net. Up ahead here, McDonald with speed. McDonald left wing, 4-on-3 as he hits the line. Pass goes through Levesque's stick. Now it's there for Corey Anderson. Backhand and knocked away by Carter near circle, and down the ice it goes again. It's about 4 or 5 dump downs we've seen from Columbus. They are just finding Danbury in transition and just shooting it down right now.
Yeah, really no deception from Danbury on the power play. They're kind of just looking at a guy going to pass it, and then it gets picked off and dumped down just like that.
Vanelli sends it down far circle. Here's Graham in a race there. He gets the better of Susi. Graham with it behind the net. Wilson trips him up, and a penalty comes up. MJ Graham kills off that power play. Now he and Levesque are chest to chest, speaking a little French-Canadian at each other. And that'll be the end of that. Brian Wilson trips up MJ Graham. kills off the remainder of the power play. There was 17 seconds left in Grant Mentis' minor. Referee will need somebody from the ice. 2 for 2 on the Houston Clinic. Penalty kill tonight are the Dragons.
Maybe a little bit of goalie bias here. Once again, I'm not a big fan of that call. I think that Wilson was just going for the puck, but hey, I'll take it where I can get it.
Susi was going to go into serve. Now instead, it looks like it'll be Brett Jackson. It'll be 4-on-4 for 17 seconds, and then the River Dragons will have another Georgia power play. 1:43 of it, and they're 1 for 3 on the night. So River Dragons are setting up those units to get Grant Mentis out. Looks like with his line mates, Riley and Graham are the two forwards out right now.
Looks like Coach is going to start out with the second unit for the power play here.
Corey Anderson wins the draw. Atwell has it. Remember, he can't dump it here. It's still 4-on-4. Atwell with some speed. 3-on-2 as he hits the line through the middle. A pass left wing shot high over the glove hand of McBurney. At the corner, Steve Brown gave up the point. Here's MJ Graham. Riley's trailing back. Graham, a shot. Save made by Wilson. However, it's in good timing as Grant Mentis is out of the box. And this really just starts as its own bona fide power play opportunity, Mike.
Yeah.
1:43 to go, and we're 5-on-4 with an offensive zone draw.
Yeah, it's a super smart play by MJ Graham there. Just get the puck to the net, get Wilson to cover it up, and then you can put out the guys you want for the right unit here to start the power play.
Fourth Georgia power play of the night. 1 for 3 previous. Jake Krupp's out there. He's got that power play tally. That happened in the first. Face off won by Danbury. Ruiz gets it to Atwell, sends it around, held in right point by Grade. To Krupp. Had that fall off the backhand of his stick. Brown ends up giving it right back to him off the wall. Krupp at the half wall, sent around. Riley with it, watched by Ruiz. A couple of 19s in the left wing corner. Riley checked there by Brown, sent around, held in by Grade right point. Now over to Carter left point. Carter looks, pulls it back, still in the zone, now to the center point. A pass to the left wing circle. Riley trying to walk it to the middle of the ice. A pass, right wing circle, firing, and that one just high over the bar is Grade. Got too much underneath that one. Excuse me, that was Dalton Anderson, and Columbus has to regroup. Here's Grant Mentis through the middle. Nice stick handling. Now Brown puts a stick onto him, forces him wide. Pass to the middle. Krupp couldn't handle it. It'll be flipped down ice here by Finberg.
Here comes the first power play unit for the Dragons here.
50 seconds left to go in the Georgia power play. Carter with it here. Played up to Petrantonio. Down to the left wing side. Here's White. White at the half wall. To the left point, Bersani. Those two trade places. Bersani gives it back to White. Now he trades D places with Vanelli. Center point, fake the shot to Doe, right wing circle. Doe back for White. He shoots in a pad save made there by Wilson. Weird hop off of that corner. Not the corner we've had our eyes on. And Danbury's able to chip it out. 20 seconds left in the man advantage.
Yeah, obviously Ian White is very, very dangerous on the power play. One thing that our power play attempts to do is to collapse the zone and move in tighter and tighter to the opposing net as we get more possession in the zone. Ian White does a fantastic job of that.
Under 10 in the power play. One more rush here for the Dragons. Petrantonio at his own blue line. 2 seconds and 1. Jackson out of the box, serving for Wilson. Now Petrantonio from behind the net. Wraparound attempt, it was there. Rebound, what a save, Wilson! Austin Doe denied. Bersani trying to dig in at him, and somehow Wilson's got that underneath. Petrantonio froze the goaltender, went for the wraparound, lost it at the worst possible time, and with Wilson down and out, somehow turned his body, his spine is a rubber band to be able to look back and block away that shot from Austin Doe. Would have been his 30th, and it's still 2-0.
Yeah, Petrantonio, I don't know if he made his mind up to pass that as he was going behind the net. I think he might have thought that Wilson was just going to go post to post. And Wilson kind of was down and out on the other side of the net. He had a wide open net. But what a save by Wilson coming across there. He had to get over and up in a quick time. That was very, very impressive.
Wilson getting himself resituated. River Dragons, big lead in shots right now. 21-10 on the Heckler & Koch shot counter. Heckler & Koch, no compromise. That's 8-2 right now in this period. That's about halfway done.
Yeah, remember that save by Wilson. If Danbury does come back in this game, preventing the game from getting to 3-0 there was very important for him.
Patrick's won it right back to their netminder, who will take a whistle, and we'll try this again. 10:21 now to go in the second. Still 2-0 Columbus. Underwood taking the draw against Brett Jackson. Jackson wins it to the far corner this time. Daniluk trying to get it out right into the body of Aslan. Now he'll have it, chip it towards center. Kuznetsov can't handle it on the backhand. Second effort comes in over the line on sides. Jackson to Aslan. Grade watching over him as he takes it to the left wing corner. Kuznetsov slowed up there. Jackson took an awkward tumble. It's a 2-on-2 battle. Everyone's falling like bowling pins underneath the net. We get a hand pass called against Danbury. 10:01 left to go in the second now. And we'll get a neutral zone draw coming outside of the zone for Columbus.
Yeah, this line for Danbury with Adamo Asselin and Kuznetsov, it's a very, very fast, skilled line here. So if you're the River Dragons, 2-0 game here. Against a line like this, you want to be as defensive as possible and not give anything up.
Underwood taking this draw against Jackson. Tied up, and MJ Graham helping out, gets it back to the defense. Gray trying to get it out, held in left point. Nolan from behind the net, sends it around. Here's Justin Schmidt with it near circle. He sends that out. Susie trying to knock it back. Danbury has to quickly touch up. Justin on sides. And as that one gets sent across, left circle, Kuznetsov trying to walk it to the middle. Glove save, rebound loose. Underwood clears it to the corner. Underwood on the backhand trying to get this one out. Schmidt helps it along its way. Daniluk from the red line takes a hit, plays it right back in. 9.5 left to go here in the second. Dragons lead it by 2. Nolan near side circle, off the backboards, gets it to Gray. Now up ahead, he hits MJ Graham on the tape. Graham trying to get around Atwell, trying to loose puck deep there, and Atwell was able to keep his body in good position. Now Atwell gets crunched there by Schmidt. Behind the net, it's MJ Graham with it. He drops it back. Schmidt trying to give it back. He does. Riley with it, left wing corner now. Riley trying to use the referee as a pick. Pass to the middle. White knocked off of his twig, and here's 2-on-1 for the hat-tricks. It's Levesque and it's Ruiz. Levesque right wing circle. Pass across. Ozelinch read it. Ruiz a tip. What a save, McBurney. Big chance right there for Danbury. Shut down by Edgar Zozelinch and Bailey McBurney combined. And we get a media timeout. 8:57 to go in the second. 30 seconds, and we're back on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Oral and maxillofacial surgeons Mark Sawicki, Lee Allen practice a traditional scope of oral and maxillofacial surgery with over 60 years of combined expertise, ranging from oral pathology to wisdom tooth removal. They perform a full range of dental implant and bone grafting procedures, as well as non-invasive surgical facial cosmetic procedures. That level of expertise is why the River Dragons trust them. Call them in Columbus at 596-1757 or in LaGrange at 884-2655.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. Dragons in front, 2-0 with 8:57 to go in the second. As we were going to break, Mike, Bailey McBurney and Edgar Zozelinch combined defensively, shut down a 2-on-1 from two of the most dangerous guys dressed in white, Johnny Ruiz and Nicola Levesque.
It's literally probably the most two dangerous guys on that team. And, yeah, that's a great play by Edgar Zozelinch, because he comes in, he picks a guy, he goes right to him, and he stays on him. He doesn't stay in the middle. He doesn't hesitate and second-guess himself. That's a really good play, and then obviously great save by McBurney.
Ruiz a chance in the slot, blocked by Zozelinch as he got him in tight. Danbury's won the offensive zone draw, and they have some zone time. Atwell holds in left point, second effort, got out past him, and now he's got it at the red line, gives it up to his D partner Brown. Brown will dump that one in on net, sticked away by McBurney, cleared out of the slot by White, not too far though. Levesque had a chance right wing circle, and he overhandled the puck there. Down the ice it goes. Brown racing with Grant Mentis. Grant Mentis using the speed. Brown using his body to hold the speedster at bay. Atwell will come in and help out for the hat-trick's cause. And now here's Levesque chipping it ahead for Ruiz. He's around a man. One-on-one Ruiz. A shot. Great glove save. McBurney reaching back. Got that one away from the sniper Ruiz as he was looking for his 40th goal on the year. And Bailey McBurney says no.
That's a textbook glove save by Bailey there. He comes out, gets his feet set before the shooter releases it, and then just watches it right into the glove. Fantastic stop.
Huge save right there. Keeps the game at 2-0. 8:17 left to go here in the second. A face-off coming to McBurney's right. Corey Anderson wins it, trying to go D to D. It's read by Doe. Doe's got Petro Antonio on the right, but his pass knocked away by Stephenson goes all the way down towards Brian Wilson, and we get a whistle. 8:09 left to go here in period 2.
Danbury has gotten 2 chances as of recent, 2 really grade A chances here. So if you're the River Dragons, got to tighten this period up here.
Face off to the left of Wilson. Bersani to take this draw here against Corey Anderson. It's one right back to Wilson, and we take another whistle. Say goodbye to auto repair bills. We all know your auto manufacturer's warranty only goes so far. So what happens when your warranty expires? When your engine or transmission fails? Who pays for that? You do, unless you have Olive Mechanical Breakdown coverage. Coverage across the U.S. and Canada, here to save you money. Olive.com, the online leader in auto mechanical breakdown coverage. Danbury dumps this down. Oh, they say Vanelli could have touched that. Is that negated icing? Now here's Chase Carter in his own end. He's being watched by Kodiak White Duck. Carter takes his time from behind the net, snuffed out by Ojic, nearly lifted his stick, pass over to Petrantonio, and White Duck holds it into the left point. McBurney comes out of his net to play this one. Petrantonio at the hash marks in his own end, flips this one skyward. It will fall in the Danbury end. Stephenson with it now. Played up. Corey Anderson, stick to tape, and shoots it into the left wing corner. Chase Carter taking some pressure, takes a hit behind the play. Now Petrantonio gets lined up for a check along the wall. Columbus still with it in possession. Doe trying to move it left wing side. Vanelli, nice check onto Susi. He's got it in the corner. Vanelli from behind that on the backhand, taking it up the far side. Pass to the right point, Petrantonio. He cycled it down. Vanelli now puts it into the corner for Doe. Doe, weird hop, pass to the slot. Petrantonio finds it. Goes off the wall to the left point. Carter, he whiffed as it went off the toe of his stick. Bersani to the middle, a chance. And Brett Jackson read it before Petrantonio was all alone in the slot. Now Kuznetsov moving this one into the zone. He rubs bodies with Vanelli. Brett Jackson took an awkward fall over his own teammate. It's dumped in, and Carter has it now.
Danbury definitely playing with a little more pop here in the second.
This one touched by Wilson to negate icing. Dalton Anderson has it from behind the net. He's slammed into the boards by Steve Brown. Underwood trying to help out. Tall Finberg trying to get it out of the zone. He can't. Circle to circle pass. Brown to Susi. Long stretch. Ruiz, a breakaway. Johnny Ruiz in. Pad save made McBurney. And the rebound cleared away by Grade. That does not look like a guy who's about to score 40 goals at some point this season. Johnny Ruiz did not get what he wanted on that shot.
Great stop by McBurney, though. Sometimes those off-speed ones that go low are the toughest ones to stop.
Ruiz with this right wing side. Now he'll slap one and a glove save made by McBurney, and you can hear the crowd's roar of approval on that. 6:07 to go in the second. I sense some frustration in that slap shot based on that breakaway chance from Ruiz, don't you, Mike?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, two great stops by McBurney between that one and the glove save he had right before the media timeout. Ruiz is a guy who tries to outweight you as he comes in. He really tries to fake that shot and then try to open you up, and Bailey just didn't go for any of the fakes. Great job by him.
Face off to the left of McBurney. 6:07 to go in period two. Hat-Tricks bringing themselves back in on the shot counter. 21-16 now. That's a run of 6 straight. Levesque will fire, and he will miss well wide. And I'll actually say that one got out. It hit the intersection of netting and glass, but they'll call it out. We'll do it again to McBurney's left. 6:04 now to go here in the second. Ruiz taking this draw against Riley. Ruiz wanted forward, bottom of the circle, shot, pass save made McBurney, rebound underneath his pads, and he keeps himself away from the goal line. That is a cheeky move right there from Johnny Ruiz. Not too much space, navigated it beautifully, and that was a grade A scoring chance in tight.
It's a very good move. We're giving up a lot of really good chances here. We got to close this period out.
Now 7 straight shots for the Danbury Hat-Tricks, but still nothing to show for it. Brown a shot, just whistled wide of the glove hand of McBurney. Finberg checked there by Ozelinch. Puck falls free. Now here's White with it in the dangerous area. Plays it quickly over to Krupp left wing. Krupp chips in. Grant Mentis hustling after it. Atwell's got the angle on him. Those two cancel out behind the net. Atwell finds the handle. Right point held in by White. Deflection loose. Riley a chance. Just sent wide. Riley will get his own rebound behind the net. Right wing circle with it. Pass up to the top. White holds in. He shoots deflected by Grant Mentis as that one goes up into the netting and out of play. 5:28 to go in the second. Columbus still leads it 2-0, and both teams opt to take the line change.
I love how much our third line of Riley, Grant Mentis, and Krupp, they really get in front of the goalie and they screen him. And that's why Krupp got that goal before, because he's just sitting right in front of the net. And a play right there, if that puck had settled down, I think Riley or Krupp might have batted it in. That's how you play hockey, get right in front of the goalie and screen him.
Face off to the left of Wilson. Corey Anderson will win this one away. Doe, checked there by McDonald. Tied up in their feet. Corey Anderson tried to send it out. Held in right point by Carter. To the right circle. Doe a shot. Sticked away by Wilson. Pops up straight into the air. And Wilson, good puck angling there. Knew where it would hit. Popped straight up. That's a worst nightmare when it goes straight up 90 degrees. Because you know it's going to fall back in the crease. Wilson found it and caught it easily.
Absolutely. When you're 6'4" like he is, it makes it a little bit easier, though.
Petrantonio ties up here with Anderson. It's still loose at the dot. Petrantonio finds it. Right point. Carter to the middle. Bersani. Oh, right wing circle. Petrantonio wasn't there. Anderson beat him to his spot. Carter gets it to the captain. He'll lay it back. Vanelli, whiffed on it there, and Danbury's still in the zone with it. Ojic playing into the right wing circle, knocked away by Vanelli. And Doe, a nice chip to an open wing. Danbury has to vacate. McDonald plays it into the zone there for Anderson. Anderson gets it back on his tape. Petrantonio tying him up. Corey Anderson across. Ojic couldn't settle it as he was in tight towards the net. Now Ojic's with it in the corner. Right wing circle, pass to the high slot, knocked away by Petrantonio. He wants to go on a race, but Bryce French is able to track back and prevent the 2-on-1. Aslan, pass across. Ojic takes it off the wall. Doesn't go into the zone with it. Has trouble with the rolling puck. Still overskates it. And now to the right wing side, Bersani. He's in on sides. Doe crashing the net. Bersani, bottom of the circle, slows it up. Off the wall. Held in, right point there by Nolan. D-to-D across for Carter. His shot blocked. Loose there. Doe waits. Still waiting outside the zone. And he goes underneath the goal line now. And he'll be checked. And Danbury has that puck. Not really sure what else Austin Doe could do there. Nothing to shoot at and just waited and waited. Nothing to do. Now left circle. Pass across. Great read by Nolan. Knocks that one away.
That's a great play by Wilson there, coming out, taking the angle away. He really gave Austin Doe nothing. Here's that speed line for Danbury.
Here is Jackson trying to play it. A drop pass. Read by Underwood at the red line. But he can't come in over the line. He's stopped by Jackson. Those two scrum on the puck. It's into the zone for Columbus. Only for a moment. Aslan flips it into the Columbus end. 3:35 to go here in period 2. Dragons still lead at 2-0. Both of their goals coming in the first period. Krupp and Doe were the goal scorers.
Danbury still with a very, very soft forecheck here.
Kuznetsov, 1-on-2. He's headmanning the rush, waiting for some support. Finberg came in underneath on the right wing side, but Nolan had taken it away from him by then. Now Kuznetsov spins this one around. 3-on-3 as he'll hit the line. Right wing circle. Kuznetsov fires. Blocker save made by McBurney. The rebound cleared far side. Underwood gets it out. Here's Grant Mentis. He's all alone, waiting for some support. Going along the goal line. Anderson's with him. Grant Mentis' shot easily sticked away by Wilson. Grant Mentis dodges a check there from Daniluk and gets sent out into the neutral zone. White Duck tied up here with White, and a penalty coming up as White got a hand in there. White Duck goes down. They're going to call hooking or holding. It was some sort of restraining penalty. And Ian White will sit for 2 minutes, and we'll tell you about the Houston Clinic penalty kill starting up again after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
The King Claw is one of the most popular destinations for seafood enthusiasts. King Claw is inspired by the Viet Cajun elegance of boil and bag seafood that holds all the juicy flavor of the ocean. Then we add our very own unique mixture of the best spices that take the taste to another level. We can confirm that you won't find our flavor anywhere else. We collect the freshest seafood, prepare them as you order, and we encourage you to grab your hand in the bag to enjoy the heavenly taste of our signature seafood combinations. We believe that having quality and fresh foods with friends and family is the best feeling in the world. Come, open up a bag and enjoy the best seafood in town where the ultimate juiciness waits for you. Call 706-507-3845 to order.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. River Dragons 2, Hat-Tricks nothing, but the Hat-Tricks head to their third power play of the night on an Ian White hooking call. 2:51 to go in the second. Face off to the right of McBurney. Time to see the league's best penalty kill go to work again, Mike.
Yes, absolutely. Just got to do more of the same. Danbury's been very, very slow and deliberate with their passing, so more of the same should work here for the River Dragons.
Hat-Tricks win the first draw. They have zone time already. Ruiz with it, left wing circle, takes it off the wall. From the bottom, now to the hash marks, a pass to Susi. Susi shoots, Sid made, rebound, Levesque banging away at McBurney, and Ozelinch will knock him down there. And that'll be the end of that. 16 seconds gone in the Houston Clinic penalty kill for Columbus. And it remains 2-0.
Great save by McBurney there. I think he caught a stick in the face or something. He was complaining to the ref about something. A couple big guys in front of him in Anderson.
How desperate or how important is this Danbury power play really for the Hat-Tricks? Late in the period, chance to get back within one. If you don't score here, you have to believe there's a lot of momentum on Columbus's side despite not scoring a goal this period.
Absolutely. I mean, the chances are great, but after a while it just turns into frustration if you can't capitalize.
Anderson won that one way too clean, won it all the way back to his netminder, who slows it up behind his own net. Susi has it here. Hat-Tricks going left to right across the radio dial in this second period of play. Susi from the blue line. Oh, that one knocked away by Anderson. And if that stayed in along the glass, he might have had a chance to go one-on-one, but it pops out into the penalty box. Ian White gives it back, and we'll get another neutral zone draw. This will actually be a center ice drop. 2:16 left to go in the second. Face off between Riley and Ruiz. A couple of 19s in on it, and Ruiz will win it for the hat tricks. Susi playing catch with McDonald. Now here's Levesque, right wing, bunched up with Ruiz. 3-on-3 as he hits the line. Levesque, right wing corner, takes it behind the net, emerges on the forehand. Left wing circle, pass across on the tape. McDonald fires, save made by McBurney, and he covers up the rebound. That's a heck of a sauce pass right there from Nicola Levesque, but it just didn't have the zip on it. McBurney goes post to post easily and makes a save.
Yeah, that's the play that Danbury's looking for. They're looking for that cross-ice pass to hit McDonald backdoor, but it's a tough play to make, and that's really their only option is to either go to the point or go to that guy. It's an overload power play, but I'm really not seeing the execution on it so far.
Face off to the left of McBurney. Jackson trying to dig at it. He was muscled off it there by Underwood. Still held in there, though, by Atwell. At the right point, it's Ojic. Ojic drops it for Jackson. Back for Ojic at the dot. Trying to go across. Toonie Red sticks in front, and it's found along the goal line and dumped out there. High stick, no. River Dragons were looking for it. It'll be allowed to be touched by Atwell in his own end. 45 seconds remaining here in the penalty kill.
I think that was definitely a high stick. But, yeah, once again, Danbury kind of just looking like a one-trick pony with that power play. They're going for that cross-ice pass, and if they don't hit it, they really have nothing else going.
Atwell through the middle. Underwood had his stick knocked out there. Referee's arm stay down. Jackson with it left wing circle. A pass over to the right point. Atwell, D to D, finds Ojic, left point. Down to the left wing circle with it here, Anderson. Back for Ojic. He waits, fires wide of the blocker hand, off the backboard. Jackson to the middle, sticked away by McBurney in his own crease. A little bit of desperation sliding there from McBurney, the way that puck traveled. Cool as you like, knocking that one away. 1 minute left to go here in the second. 8 seconds remaining in White's penalty. Nice diving play by Grade, held in by Johansson. Carter knocks that one away. Stick taps at the other end from Wilson. This one's sent up for Graham. White could join in on the rush. Graham's with it. Right circle is shot. Save made by Wilson with 44.1 left to go in the second. Striving to create dining excellence through unequivocal passion, humility, and class. That's the mission of our friends Trevor and Brandy at Trevioli Italian Kitchen. Call ahead seating 706-580-8136. Go see the location they manage, 7466 Blackman Road in the north of Columbus. Again, that's 580-8136, Trevioli Italian Kitchen, a River Dragons favorite for fine Italian dining. D to D, River Dragons have it off the win. Ozelinch's shot just flutters wide of the blocker hand. Behind the net it goes. Bersani trying to find this one. He's in an army crawl, trying to find his stick and the puck. Ruiz takes it away from him, and now here's Levesque with half a minute in the period. Levesque shot high over the bar and hits the glass behind McBurney. Petrantonio gets the lob wedge out and chips it into his own bench. So we will get an offensive zone draw here for Danbury off of that play. 21.8 left to go here in the second. We mentioned penalty kill, now important to get to the locker room with this same scoreline intact.
Absolutely. Your only goal here if you're a River Dragon player is get this puck out of the zone, get out of the period, 2-0.
Face off to the right of McBurney. Petrantonio to take it against Corey Anderson. Petrantonio wins it clean. Behind the net it goes. Doe will have it after the rim around. Near circle, flips it out. Another sniper in the building there on Johansson. Might have to get those skates sharpened in between the periods. Ozelinch, look out, turned over. Levesque trying to go circle to circle. Nobody there. In a white jersey on the left wing. Petrantonio, 4 seconds left. Flips it to Doe. That'll do it for the second period of play. So the scoreline remains the same. Some good chances for Danbury thanks to a couple of power plays. But still nothing to show for it. Columbus in front because of their first period work. Your thoughts on that middle frame, Mike?
I think it was an okay period for the River Dragons. Definitely an improved period for Danbury. I think we gave up way too many chances defensively. I think we just need to be a little bit tighter and get back to simple hockey. The first period, we were kind of just focusing on breaking the puck out nice and slow, getting up the ice, and then getting it deep. I think that period we got a little overconfident, so we have a 2-0 lead, and then made a couple of mistakes, but I think we'll tie it up for the third.
Before we go to break, let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification, Columbus River Dragons Radio Network. Now with that out of the way, let's go ahead and take its break. When we come back, the McDonald's second intermission report starts up after this. Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network. Broadcast Network.
If you're looking for quality dental work, look no further than Largeman Dental in Columbus, the River Dragon's trusted oral care provider. Largeman Dental provides cleaning services, restorative work, cosmetics, prosthetics, and Invisalign braces too. Dr. Largeman has over 19 years of clinical experiences in all phases of dentistry and holds memberships in 4 different esteemed dental societies. Set your next appointment by calling 706-322-6581 or visit them online at largemandental.com.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Is that the sound of an ooey gooey cheesy crunchy slice of P-I-Z-Z-A? Obviously, but as good as that sounds, we think it can get even better. Oh yeah, that's the sound of a freshly opened fizz-filled Pepsi. The only thing that can take this flavor medley of crunchy dough, mouth-watering cheese, and savory sauce to the next level. How about another bite? Pepsi and pizza sound like a match made in heaven and taste even better. Pizza, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Looking to bring the whole crew out to a game? Group nights are for you. Groups of 10 or more get special ticket pricing and exclusive merchandise and experience add-ons that will make your game at the Civic Center a night to remember. For more information on group rates and packages, visit ourdragons.com/tickets or call our ticketing manager at 706-940-0476. Ask about all the great perks we can provide your group. Work friends, family functions, there's no group too big for us to handle, but it starts by visiting ourdragons.com/tickets.
There's a place to share the joy of your team winning it all, and a place to share a laugh about skiing and taking a fall. There's a place to share photos of pets, or singing in the choir, or the time you ate a pepper and your mouth was on fire. But we could all be better at sharing how we're feeling inside. 76% of employees have struggled with at least one issue that affected their mental health. When you share, you're not alone. Ask about your company's emotional health benefits. Visit heart.org/sharing. Brought to you by the American Heart Association.
Can you feel your heart beating right out of your chest?
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. River Dragons still lead the Danbury Hat-Tricks by a score of 2-0. We're here on the McDonald's second intermission report. McDonald's brings you a special limited time deal to select River Dragons games this season. You can redeem that deal tomorrow, Saturday's game against Danbury. 4 tickets, 4 hats, and 4 coupons, good for a combo meal at our local Chattahoochee Valley area McDonald's. That's all for the price of $48 plus tax. Visit ourdragons.com/MCD deal for more details or call the River Dragons office at 706-507-4625. Big shout out to the Peasold family, the Chattahoochee Valley area McDonald's, and hello. Welcome back into the Harvey Lumber broadcast booth. I'm Zach DeBozart. He's Mike Costantino. Mike, that second period, short on goals, not short on intrigue, obviously. Hat-Tricks had a couple of power play opportunities, trying to get themselves in it, including one late. Bailey McBurney stood up well. I remember a 2-on-1 between Ozelinch and McBurney. They were able to shut down, and you're starting to see a little frustration on the Danbury side of things, aren't you?
Absolutely. I mean, they just got off a bus. They just got into town. So, obviously, there's going to be that initial frustration. Bailey had a really good period. He made a lot of really good saves. I'd like to see us clean our game up overall, though, going into the third.
Shots on goal right now, 24-21 in favor of the Dragons. However, in that second period, outshot by Danbury by a tally of 13-11. The only thing I really bring up that might be concerning, Mike, is at one point the shots read 21-10. So my quick basketball math tells me that's an 11-3 run the Hat-Tricks are on in terms of creating offensive pressure and shooting shots at our goalie versus us shooting shots at theirs.
Absolutely, yeah. Way more zone time for Danbury this period. Also, a 2-goal lead, Zach, in hockey, they say is the worst lead to have. The reason being is because if you have a 1-goal lead, you still play looking for a goal. If you have a 3-goal lead, then you can kind of sit back. And a 2-goal lead, you don't really know what to do. You don't know when to take your chances, when not to. So if I'm Columbus's period, I'm trying to either get one quick and kind of put the nail in the coffin or just play really good defense. You can't go back and forth.
River Dragons 1 for 3 on the Georgia Power power play. Didn't have any opportunities in that period, but they are 3 for 3 on the Houston Clinic penalty kill. Let's take another break. When we come back, we'll take a look around the FPHL next on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
At the Country Inn and Suites by Radisson, you'll enjoy comfortable accommodations close to Columbus State University, Fort Benning, and of course, the River Dragons games. Conveniently located at 1720 Fountain Court in Columbus, you'll be minutes away from all your favorite Columbus destinations. Free high-speed Wi-Fi and hot breakfast always available too. So whether you're staying for business or for pleasure, make your next stay in Columbus a comfortable one at the official hotel partner of the River Dragons. Country Inn and Suites by Radisson.
Let Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shredaway, 706-577-9668.
Stay up to date with everything Columbus River Dragons by following the team on social media. Stay in the know with all the team news on Facebook and Instagram. Get live in-game updates via Twitter, and of course, catch every game on the YouTube page. Following is easy. Search at @C_River Dragons on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. It's never been easier to stay in the loop with your favorite hockey team, so what's stopping you? Drop us a fun comment or send us a message, and we may just feature you on the feeds. That's @C_River Dragons on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.
Back here at the Columbus Civic Center, River Dragons in front by a score of 2-0 through 40 minutes of play on the McDonald's Second Intermission Report. Now it's time to take a look around the FPHL, brought to you by Zelmo Zip-In. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions. We will also take this time to tell you about the standings and the magic numbers for the Commissioner's Cup playoff spots that are left. Right now, 3 of the spots are occupied. Watertown, Danbury, and Columbus all have X's by their names. Binghamton, their magic number is 2. So if they find 2 points in the game against Watertown tonight, or Delaware drops 2 points, they'll have an X by their name. And as we look to the Watertown Ice Arena, Binghamton doesn't want to have to worry about what Delaware is doing. 5-2. The Black Bears are in front of the Wolves right now. Last we left it was 2-1. Thomas Aldworth scored a goal before the first period ended, made it 3-1. Then Nikita Ivashkin, 40 seconds into the second on the power play, got his second of the night. Cole McKechnie brought it back to a 4-2 game, but just recently, Tom Tracy at the 9:21 mark of the second period makes it 5-2 Black Bears, and that's where we stand right now, 9:20 left to go in the second. Black Bears 5, Wolves 2. Remember, any win for Black Bears gets them 2 points and drops that magic number to 0 to put an X by their name. Now, the Delaware Thunder, of course, their backs are a bit against the wall, how far they're behind 7th to 6th. They've got the Port Huron Prowlers in their building for 3 straight. If Port Huron sweeps 9 out of 9, they'll clinch and actually shut Delaware out of the playoffs. If Delaware takes 9 out of 9, maybe it could get interesting down the stretch. But in game number 1, through 40 minutes of play in that series, it is 3-3. Delaware had the 2-0 lead. Port Huron answered back in the second period. 3:02 mark, Dalton J. Marc-Antoine Brulette made it 3-1 at the 10:31 mark, and then back-to-back goals a minute and 40 apart from Sam Merritt and Cade Lambden have us sitting in a tie game in the Thunderdome with 20 minutes to play. Prowlers outshooting the Thunder by a tally of 29-23. Prowlers, their magic number is 18. Again, with 3 games against Delaware, 9 points on the line. If Port Huron goes 9 to the good, that means Delaware went 9 to the bad. 9 plus 9 equals 18, and would tell you the Prowlers would clinch a playoff spot. Carolina, who is idle all weekend, their magic number is 6. So while they can't do anything to help themselves positively, if Delaware drops 6 points, Carolina will find an X before they take back to the ice on March 10th. At your look around the FPHL, brought to you by Zelmo Zip-In. Zelmo is the official fuel provider of the Columbus River Dragons. We've got some great games going on right now in the SPHL as we take a look on the Southern Hockey scoreboard. They're about to drop puck in the third period. 2-2. Fayetteville and Macon are tied. Huntsville 4, Knoxville 4. 12 minutes to go in the second. That game got off to a blistering start and has just continued in its pace. They're not even halfway through, and 8 goals already up on the board for the two teams. Evansville, a 1-0 lead at Vermilion County, halfway through that one. They're through 20 minutes in Peoria. The Rivermen have a big 3-0 lead over Roanoke. Also through 20 minutes at the Pelham Civic Center, and Pensacola, a 1-0 lead over the Birmingham Bulls on the road. We'll take a quick peek at the standings, let you know 5 of the 8 spots in the SPHL's President's Cup playoffs have been decided. Knoxville, Peoria, and Huntsville, they have a heck of a battle. 1, 2, 3 up top. 68 points, 67 points, and 66 points, with Knoxville playing only 1 game more than second Peoria and third Huntsville. That race for home ice advantage throughout the playoffs is going to get interesting throughout the remainder of the SPHL season. Quad City and Fayetteville both have clinched their spots by being above 59 points. Pensacola would be next to clinch, but they're at 48. Evansville and Roanoke tied at 43. Birmingham really starting to grasp at straws if they can try and find themselves in the playoff scenario. They have 14 games left and find themselves 13 points back of both Evansville and Roanoke. Macon and Vermilion County, by the quick math I can do up here, Vermilion County is eliminated with 1 more point for Evansville and Roanoke, or them dropping 1 more point. Macon, they got a snowball's chance, and you know what, unfortunately, at about 17 points, but it's a very deep bottom in the SPHL, and Birmingham trying to claw their way out of it, but it's still going to be a mountain to climb. That's your Southern Hockey scoreboard. Let's take another break. When we come back, Mike Costantino will be back with us, and we'll talk about the third period of play coming up on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
At Texas Roadhouse, we're famous for our hand-cut steaks, fall-off-the-bone ribs, made-from-scratch sides, ice-cold beer, and our irresistible fresh-baked bread. We take great care in everything we prepare, serve with big smiles at a great value. Visit us at 2970 North Lake Parkway in Columbus, or call ahead seating at 706-323-6616. Curbside takeout available, too. We're proud to be your hometown favorite and are always focused on providing legendary food and legendary service. Texas Roadhouse.
The Chattahoochee favorite place for spirits in the valley is John Emerald Distilling Company in Opelika. Conveniently located in beautiful downtown Opelika, they're open Monday through Saturday for tours, tasting, and bottle sales. Not in Opelika? No problem. From Birmingham to Columbus, there's plenty of places where John Emerald originals are sold. Check out some of their favorite recipes at johnemeralddistilling.com and give them a follow on social media at JED Spirits on Twitter and Instagram.
Progress. It's the belief that your life should be easier, that life should be fun, and that the best is yet to come. With us, you have a provider who pours everything into bringing progress home. And it's not just some big name in a faraway glass tower. That provider is here. That provider is Beam. With local service and faster internet, the only place you're going is forward. And we're taking you there. Progress. Your Beam. Your way.
It's River Dragon season, and it's time to get out to a game. Visit Ticketmaster or the Civic Center box office to purchase tickets to the next game or any game left this season. Visit ourdragons.com to check the schedule and stay up to date with everything River Dragons hockey. The defending Ignite Cup champions are looking to keep their winning ways, and you can be part of the best atmosphere in the FPHL to help make it happen. Purchase tickets online on Ticketmaster or skip the fees and visit the Columbus Civic Center box office during normal business hours. Get up and get loud, Columbus. The River Dragons are ready to roar.
We'll be screaming out, we can be heroes everywhere we go. We can have all that we ever want.
Back here at the Columbus Civic Center, McDonald's second intermission report. Dragons in front, 2-0 through 40 minutes of play. Both of their goals came in the first. Jake Krupp, a 5-on-3 power play goal, and then Austin Doe finding a good bounce off the corner to score his 29th of the year. That second period was scoreless, though, Mike Costantino joining us back here on the broadcast. Yet, it felt like down the stretch, Danbury found their legs, maybe pushing back a little bit in this game. How important is it right now that the score is sitting at 2-0 versus maybe 2-1?
It's enormous, and you got to give credit to Bailey McBurney. He made some really good stops on Ruiz on some breakaways that period. A couple good defensive plays by Anderson and Ozelich. You just got to come out this period and be tight. Like I said, 2-goal lead's the worst lead in hockey. So if you're the River Dragons here, you don't want to make any big mistakes early on in this period.
Zamboni is making its way around the ice. A little bit of a longer intermission, of course, because of the chuck-a-puck. And somebody in this building is $500 richer. That jackpot was building up and up and up, and we saw one during the break just slip into the cup. So I was wondering how deep, how big that would go. I think that's the biggest anybody's taken in the Columbus Civic Center, at least the River Dragons have been in it. So
that's a pretty big prize for a chuck-a-puck.
Yeah, congratulations to the fan that was able to pull that off. And I guess they'll have to reset, come back for tomorrow. So if you were warming up the arm, you might have missed your chance. You have to wait for the playoffs for it to jump up again.
Absolutely. It'll get there, though.
It will indeed. as we look ahead to the third period. We mentioned how important the game is, still being 2-0. Danbury's still going to have that sense of urgency. If you're Columbus, though, you don't want to turtle up, right? You don't want to give Danbury the opportunity, give them the offensive zone, still make them earn that ice. And what's got to be said in that locker room, what's got to be done to make sure that happens, Mike?
If I'm Boom right now, and I am pretty sure I know him well enough where I think he's saying, guys, what gave us success in the first period? And what gave us success in the first period was that we kept things simple. We played simple, quick, hard hockey. We got the puck up. We got it deep. We possessed the puck in their zone. Then the second period, we kind of got away from that stuff a little bit. So you're right. We don't want to turtle up this period. If anything, we want to go back to how we were playing in the first. The best defense, in my opinion, in hockey is a good offense. If you can stay in the other team's zone the whole game, you'll let up very little shots on your own end.
You've been saying that Danbury has had a weak forecheck, and you mentioned it throughout the game. Do you expect that to be adjusted? How can they adjust that? Because you know the desperation level is going to rise for them.
Well, it definitely should be adjusted. I don't really know what the thinking process there was. I mean, a 1-2-2 forecheck can either be aggressive or it can be soft. They were barely even sending one guy in below the blue line. So, yeah, if I'm Danbury this period, you got to send at least one guy hard, if not two. Maybe switch it up to a 2-1-2 forecheck, because if you just sit back at a 1-2-2 and hope to get neutral zone, stretch passes, intercept them and stuff, it's going to be tough to get 2 goals this period.
Hockey great Wayne Gretzky once said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Without a foster parent, over 14,000 children in Georgia will never have that shot. Necco Foster Care of Columbus, Georgia needs your help. Visit their website at necco.org to learn about becoming a foster parent and giving these kids a shot at the goal. That's necco.org, spelled necco.org. Our Zamboni is making its final pass, so with that, we'll call that an end to the McDonald's second intermission report. When we come back, teams are back out on the ice, and we're ready to go for the third period of play. Columbus up 2-0, looking to start the weekend with a win against the Hat-Tricks on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
In 1999, Watley Convenience Stores opened its first Zelmo Zip-In. Our first store was in Leesburg, Georgia, and followed quickly by our second store in the Columbus Phoenix City area in 2000. Since then, the brand has grown to include 11 stores in the Chattahoochee Valley and Southwest Georgia. Zelmo's is an anchor in the communities it operates in. Our managers, employees, and vendors are all an integral part of the neighborhoods and communities we serve. We are proud to call these areas home and plan to continue growing with and serving the communities of West Georgia and East Alabama. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions.
Stay up to date with everything Columbus River Dragons by following the team on social media. Stay in the know with all the team news on Facebook and Instagram. Get live in-game updates via Twitter. And of course, catch every game on the YouTube page. Following is easy. Search at @C_River Dragons on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. It's never been easier to stay in the loop with your favorite hockey team, so what's stopping you? Drop us a fun comment or send us a message, and we may just feature you on the feeds. That's @C_River Dragons on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Looking to update that hockey game day wardrobe? The best place to do that is to visit the online home for all River Dragons licensed apparel, ourdragonsmerch.com. With new designs coming out all the time and special promotional and sale offers always live, there's always a reason to check back to the site and score some new gear. Plus, lots of fun souvenirs and other knickknacks that make great gifts for all sorts of occasions. So get there to ourdragonsmerch.com, the official store for all team licensed apparel. That's ourdragonsmerch.com.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. River Dragons and Hat-Tricks back out onto the ice, ready to start the third period of play. But before, let's tell you about this. Fans, Fort Benning Harley-Davidson and the Columbus River Dragons have teamed up for a $50K giveaway at a River Dragons hockey game this season. Simply text FB-WIN to 55678 before March 13th to be entered for a chance to shoot from center ice and win $50,000. That's right, before March 13th. You got to get your text to wins. Enter now. For full rules and contest details, stop into Fort Benning Harley-Davidson on Williams Road or visit FortBenningHD.com. $50,000 could be yours this season, but only if you text to enter now. That's FB-WIN to 5678. Good luck. Of course, that shot for $50,000 will be happening at the Saturday, March 19th game against the Watertown Wolves during Whiteout Weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of pressure. $50K on the line, that intermission. Bailey McBurney's over to our left. He has stopped 21 of 21 shots he has seen so far tonight. And the River Dragons dressed in the Home Reds Sea Dragon logo on the chest, black helmets, shoulders, pants, and numbers with white and teal trim. They'll go left to right across your radio dial and TV screens here in the third. Over to our right, it's Brian Wilson. He had a perfect period in the second and has stopped 22 of 24 he's seen so far. Hat-tricks in the road, white with the rabbit head logo on the chest, black helmets and numbers with orange trim, and a black and orange striped belt on the uniform. They'll go right to left. We're taking a look in the zone to our right. Brian Wilson's crease is being looked at. Maybe just patching a little something up with a little snow and a puck pat down. A little bit delayed to start this third period of play. We'll get it underway quick as we can.
Yeah, this is a big shift here for both teams. 2-0 game, third period. This shift can dictate the pace of play for the rest of the game, so very important shift here for both teams.
Ruiz versus Bersani on the draw. Referee checks the goal judges, checks the netminders. We are underway here in the third. Bersani wins the opening draw. Ozelinch and White play a little catch. Bersani reaches. Finberg knocked it away before it got into the zone. Doe kicks it back to Ozelinch. Ozelinch passes it ahead. Bersani tips it on net. Wilson will glove it and take the whistle. 19:44 left to go in the third. Dragons still in front, 2-0.
I know it's only 16 seconds in, but even off that faceoff, I mean, Danbury, they had 4 of their guys inside their side of the red line. I mean, it's still very, very soft on the forecheck for them.
Face off to the right of Wilson. Bersani ties up. Ruiz eventually works it away from him with some wing help. Levesque trying to get it out of the zone. He's tied up with Doe. Levesque escapes him. 3-on-3 as he hits the line, right wing side. Levesque right circle, pass to the middle, knocked away by Ozelinch. Ruiz, nice little glove work there. Goes behind the back, puts it on his stick, but underneath the goal line, no angle to shoot at, and McBurney makes the easy save. 33 seconds now gone in the third, still 2-0 Columbus.
Zach, I think Ruiz might have heard you there when you said you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and then he said, you know what, Zach's right, I'm going to throw it at the net.
Throw at the net from anywhere. You never know how they're going to go in. Fortunately for Columbus, Bailey McBurney's been locked in this game, holding on to that far post and keeping this game where it's at, 2-0. Underwood and Anderson undertake this draw. Getting a little cute with their sticks, ordered back, and now Underwood wins this draw. Ozelinch played it up the near side wall. Graham trying to flip it out. Susie blocked him up there. Leaks back into the Columbus zone. Anderson touches it back to White. And at the red line, Danbury takes it back over. White Duck slaps his stick on the ice. He's frustrated. He split the defense. And Daniluk rims this one around. Susie takes a check there from Graham. Puck falls free in the far corner. And Daniluk is immediately checked by Underwood. 2-on-2 scrum. Held in by Columbus. Left point. Carter to Vanelli. D-to-D. Vanelli shot. A blocker save made there by Wilson. And then it popped out for just a moment. MJ Graham was in a battle with Vinny Susi, and he did enough to keep him at bay. Otherwise, he might have tapped in for 3-0.
Yeah, Vanelli used the Danbury defender there as a moving screen, and then that's what made that shot kind of hard to handle for Wilson. Sometimes those slow shots, if you get them through a moving screen, they can be very tough to locate for a goalie.
Face off to the left of Wilson. Riley and Anderson in on the straw. Corey Anderson wins it. Daniluk rims it all the way around to the far wall. Ojic up ahead onto the tape of White Duck. White Duck one-on-one, but good back check there from a couple of Dragons, including Grant Mentis. And now it's into the zone still for Danbury as Ojic finds a loose one, but slaps it wide. Krupp trying to get it out. It falls for Ojic again. Now Krupp knocks it off of Ojic's stick. Out in the neutral zone it goes. Ojic holding Krupp at bay, but Krupp pushing him back all the way basically into his own zone there. As Ojic will get some support and now turn it to the left wing side. And Jackson chips in for Aslan. Aslan from the left wing corner, chopped at by Vanelli across the crease and couldn't be tapped by Jackson. McDonald off the wall, left wing circle, Kuznetsov back for McDonald. D-to-D Johansson, his shot. And that one blocked by Anderson. Johansson another drive wide of the blocker hand and across the crease. McDonald shoots, blocked by Riley, and he's got speed ahead. Riley with 3 Danbury defenders back and waiting for Columbus to make a change. Took all the time he could side to side, played it to an open wing. Danbury will slap it down. Grade can't get icing out of it as he plays at bottom of the circles.
Yeah, Danbury not really possessing well in our end there, kind of just throwing the puck around, and that's really not what you want to do if you're looking for some steady offense.
Grade dumps this one in from the red line. Graham lifts his stick, lets it go by for Anderson. Dalton Anderson from behind the net on the backhand, works up to the left point for Grade. Now back for Graham. A couple of eights collide there. Graham gets away from that scrum quickly. Back up to the left point. Grade just holds it in to the right wing circle. That one just held in by the short glass. Anderson, nice chance on a backhand. And that one just goes wide. Kirk Underwood made a heck of a play through the legs to set up that pass.
This line's having a really good game for Columbus.
Right point can't be held there by Nolan as it rims around. He was late covering, and Nolan takes it all the way back into his own end. Just under 3 minutes gone here in the third. Dragons still holding on to their 2-0 lead. They earn back in the first period. Here's one of those goal scorers, Doe. Left circle fires, save made Wilson, and then quickly pounces on that rebound just to his right and gets a whistle with 16:57 now left to go in the third.
So far, so good for the River Dragons this period. I think that they cleaned it up a little bit in their defensive end. I think Boom definitely got the message across, just kind of simplify and play their game like they were in the first period.
Face off coming to the right of Wilson. Ruiz checks, makes sure his netminder ready. Ties up with Bersani. Bersani will win the strength battle. Ozelinch, left wing half wall, walks it along the goal line. Now Austin Doe setting a bit of a screen. Ozelinch trying to come back out on the backhand and lost his edge there. It's not a move we see Ozelinch do that often, but gave it a try. Now Danbury's into the zone. Petrantonio covered back, was able to rim it around. Finberg's got it, left wing circle. White gives him a hip check. Ruiz left circle, fires that one wide, might have been blocked by White. Right point, Brown holds that one in to Levesque at the half wall. He's held up there by Ozelinch. Petrantonio in the corner, plays it back towards that scrum. Held in right point, Brown a shot high over the head of McBurney and missed by the high stick, says the official. Oh, running right through the back of the numbers, Levesque on Bersani, and Ozelinch is going to let Levesque have it. Ozelinch immediately jumped on Levesque after that hit. Appeared from us, Levesque went through the numbers on Bersani. Referee's arms stayed down for what it's worth.
Shocked there's no penalty call on that hit on Bersani there.
Ozelinch might be the only one getting something here. McBurney just drifting around the scene of the crime. Wilson just going for a leisurely skate in his own end. He's in no way interested. McBurney, of course, no stranger. He's already dropped the gloves once this year.
Yeah, Wilson's probably not going to fight. I know him a little bit. I don't think that's what he's looking for. But I am shocked that they're not giving Danbury a penalty here. For us to end up shorthanded after that whole play is ridiculous.
Ozelinch steps into the box. The Danbury penalty box door is open, but Ruiz is flashing his fingers, saying 5-on-4 and pointing to himself, so that hat-trick's penalty box door will close.
I don't understand how there's no penalty there on the hit on Bersani. I mean, you could call boarding, you could call hit from behind, and then Ozelinch steps in to defend his player from getting hit, and you call penalty just on him. I mean, I believe both players dropped the gloves. I really don't get that.
Jerome Bichard's down at bench level, getting the information and the explanation on the call. Does not look too pleased. He'll step back up, cross his arms, and wait for his team to kill off another penalty. River Dragons 3 for 3 so far tonight on the Houston Clinic penalty kill. Houston Clinic helping the River Dragons get back to full strength, 85% plus heading into today's game, number 1 in the league. And these are the penalties that Boom says he loves killing off, defending your teammates, stepping up for guys. He said they'll kill those all day. Let's see what they do with this one. Corey Anderson wins the draw. Susi left point bobbled it, and Petrantonio nearly got around him. Puck goes all the way down ice, and Wilson's got some time to take this one and rim it around.
Petrantonio is so good with pressuring guys at the point. He just outweights you, and he always gets a stick on the puck.
Ruiz dangerously came in front of his own net. Now Doe checked Levesque. That stopped his momentum. Danbury tries again to get into the zone. Corey Anderson, left wing side, chopped out there by Petrantonio, and Vanelli angles him off out of space. White chips to Vanelli, rimmed around, can't be held in by Susi at the left point, and down the ice it goes. 35 seconds already gone, and Ozelinch's roughing penalty.
Not a ton of speed on this first unit for Danbury. You have Anderson, you have Levesque, you have Ruiz, you have some big guys, but it's almost like they have trouble getting into the zone because they don't really have enough speed to.
Here's McDonald, left circle. McBurney sticks that one away side of the net. Levesque first on it. Levesque tried to play it up. It's in Graham's feet. He's going with Underwood, 2-on-2. Now Vanelli trying to help out, maybe make it 3-on-2. Underwood trying to get around Susi, drives the net, backhand across, and that one went wide to the near post. Levesque takes a hit there from Graham. Puck falls free for Ruiz. Ruiz just got a pass through to Anderson. Underwood was looking to jump the route. Levesque right circle. Ruiz a shot off the post. Levesque rebound. They score. Oh, to add a little instant injury, it's Nicola Levesque putting it in the net after Johnny Ruiz hit the post. A power play goal for Danbury. And the hat-tricks bring it back within 1, 2-1 the score.
Just a nice passing play by the hat-tricks there. They beat a couple of our guys who were forechecking kind of hard. And then a lucky bounce goes off the post and just goes right into Levesque's lap. He puts it in. Now we got a close game.
Nicola Levesque, his 12th goal on the year. 15:02 mark to go in the third. And now, let's see what twists and turns await us. 2-1, Dragons still in front.
I have a feeling we might see Justin Schmidt and Leveco at some point in this game, especially if we get back on top.
Fans are letting the referees know they are unhappy with that decision. Aslan played that to the middle, goes off McBurney off a deflection. Atwell from the left point, that one deflects away. Now in the left wing corner, here's Jackson with it. Jackson hit there by Gray. Jackson still with the puck on his stick though. Moves it to the left point for Atwell. Quick touch pass. Aslan a shot. Good block there by Gray in front. Aslan trying to work it up the circle. Grant Mentis finds it. Good pass, left wing side. Here's Jay Krupp trying to go in over the line. Krupp gets away from Atwell, and a penalty coming up here against Atwell as he reached in and clipped Krupp. Atwell pleading his innocence. It will fall on deaf ears. Then a Georgia Power power play will start up after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
An injury can be a game changer. That's why Houston Sports Medicine Team provides urgent ortho care, Saturday morning injury clinics during hockey season, and an emergency room at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. An injury can be a game changer, and immediate evaluation and care can be a game changer too. For more information, go to Houston.com or call 706-324-6661.
All I do is
Back here at the Columbus Civic Center, 2-1, Dragons in front, and they've got a fresh Georgia Power power play awaiting them after Aaron Atwell will sit 2 minutes for tripping. There's a lot of conversation during the media timeout about that one, Mike. Is that a bit of a makeup call for maybe the miss in the power play that was eventually given to Danbury? What do you think?
I think so. I'm not a big fan of makeup calls. I just don't like the principle of them because then you're almost trying to fix a negative with another negative, and I really just don't like the idea behind that. But that is a big loss for Danbury. Atwell is one of their best penalty kill guys, so big opportunity here for the Dragons.
Face off to the left of Wilson, 1 for 4 on the Georgia Power power play tonight is Columbus. Jay Krupp had the 5-on-3 power play goal back in the first. Nolan, center point, will dump this into the left wing corner. Rimmed around, Krupp trying to box out on Brown. Puck goes away from them and dumped down by Rees on net on McBurney.
Coach starting out with the second power play unit here for the Dragons, I guess trying to get a mismatch against Danbury's second power penalty kill unit by having our first one out there against their second unit.
Grade skates this one from his own end. Dragons left to right across your radio dials in the third period. Krupp with speed and over the line, 3-on-3, trending to the right wing side. Now drops it back to the point for Nolan. Fakes the shot. Nothing to look at there as Ruiz hounds at him. Rimmed around the boards. Riley with it. Left wing at the hash marks. Checked there by Brown. Puck is loose. Riley goes back and grabs it. Ruiz trying to toe drag around a man. Diving play by Grade. It's 3-on-1 for the Rabbits. Here's Finberg. He tried to drop it back. Lost the handle. Finberg across. McDonald got to stick to that. And McBurney was able to keep it out. Not too often you see a 3-on-1 shorthanded, but Danbury had it there for a moment. All Finberg couldn't settle that puck though, Mike.
Yeah, that could have been very bad if that puck settled down. Thank God it didn't.
From behind his own net, Ian White will slow this one up. 45 seconds remain in the Georgia Power power play for the Dragons. Pass over to Petrantonio, right wing side. Now for Vanelli. Vanelli, 4-on-3 as he hits the line. Gets around a man, fires a shot. Good read by Stephenson, who was able to get his stick in the lane in time. Doe trying to get it up to Bersani. Ooh, a chance there for Levesque as he jumps around Bersani, but he couldn't bring the puck with him. Anderson puts a checker onto Bersani as he falls to the ice. Columbus has the puck. Vanelli up Doe off the end of his stick. 15 seconds left in the power play, and Anderson gains a red, shoots it down.
Not a great power play for the River Dragons. Danbury almost has more chances than we've had, and sometimes when that happens, that can really give a team momentum after a penalty kill.
French with the push on Bersani. Kuznetsov into the zone with it, drags it off the wall. Kuznetsov left wing circle down for Jackson. As out of the box comes Atwell. 1 for 5 on the Georgia Power power play tonight are the Dragons. Austin Doe with some speed, handles around one, takes a shot through a whole bunch of traffic, ramps up into the netting, and goes out of play. Follow the team on social media, _River Dragons, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And of course, if you're watching the game here live on YouTube, give us a like on the video, subscribe to us as well. We're in a little bit of an unofficial race here with another team, trying to get to 3,000 subscribers first, and we're just tens away from that. So subscribe to the channel on YouTube. It's Columbus River Dragons, and _River Dragons, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You subscribed to us yet, Mike?
I am, actually. I am. And you know what? While we're talking about YouTube, I have a food review YouTube channel called Garden State Food Reviews. Don't forget to like and subscribe to that as well.
Oh, there we go. Learn something new. Shot dumped in. That bad corner again. Brian Wilson stayed in his crease, was ready for it. He'll glove that one, and we get a little bit of talking over on that far side circle. Nothing will come out of this as linesmen are quick to intervene. 12 minutes left to go in third. 2-1 Dragons in front. Shots just about even. 26-25. Heckler & Koch shot counter. Heckler & Koch, no compromise.
That penalty kill for Danbury definitely gave them some momentum, unfortunately, for the Dragons here. Hopefully we can get a goal and maybe put this one away.
Face-off will come to the left of Wilson. Scraped at Underwood, tried to win it back, but White Duck took it away with some anticipation. Gets it back to Atwell. Now Brown looks to turn it up ice. Finds Ojic on the tape. Ojic slips a hit. Now 3-on-2 as he hits the line right wing. Ojic right circle. Fires. Glove save. McBurney caught that one like a catcher down in the crouch and takes an easy whistle coming up to his left. 11:44 now left to go in the third.
Getting beat a couple times this period on our own end. We're stepping up and kind of taking stabs at players, and that's actually what led to the goal against this period. So we really, defensively have to just go back to waiting guys out and playing like we were in the first period.
Face-off coming to the left of McBurney. It'll be Ruiz to take it against Bersani. Ruiz tried to win it to the slot. Couldn't be cleared by Columbus. Atwell shot high and wide over the glove hand and ends up just getting out over the top of the glass, hitting the netting. We'll get a whistle, but they're going to say a shot directed towards net will be an offensive zone draw for Danbury again. 11:40 to go in the third. Still 2-1 Dragons.
Got to watch out for Steve Brown here on the point. He has a very, very heavy shot.
Bersani and Ruiz. Ruiz wins that one clean. Atwell left point, down into the corner it goes. Picked up here by Levesque, the Danbury goal scorer. Brings the hat-tricks back within one. Now Grade ties him up. 2-on-2 battle as it trends towards the left wing circle. Levesque falls to a knee. Grade off the dasher board, able to get out with a little help from Petrantonio. Brown slaps it in from the red line. Grade gets it back. Petrantonio, good tip, negates icing. Wilson going to come out of his net to play that. Over on the near corner, Petrantonio kicks it to his stick. To Doe, he fires. Great blocker save made there by Wilson. That's a quick chance for that line. Now here comes Danbury back the other way. Finberg just in on sides. Levesque a shot, weak and easily sticked away by McBurney. Finberg in the far hash. Ozelinch able to tie him up and take the puck away from him. And Petrantonio works it out to center, flips it up into the air. A bouncer, and Stephenson knocks it back to the Columbus line.
Enormous save there by Wilson on one of the best goal scorers in this league, Austin Doe.
Look out. Oh, that one does get out as Ozelinch tried to clear the right point. And Kodiak White Duck thought he had held the line and was walking in clear as day to that right circle, but the linesman blows the play dead for offsides. 10:44 to go in the third. Dragons still up 2-1. A face-off coming in front of the Columbus bench. Riley against Corey Anderson.
Expecting a good shift here from our third line. They've been one of our best lines all game.
Corey Anderson wins it. Dumped into the zone by Stephenson. Ozelinch over on the far circle. Plays it back behind for Ian White. White up ahead to Grant Mentis. That one flipped, knocked down by White Duck. He'll go off the center glass. Ozelinch, D-to-D over for White. Near side wing, skates it into the neutral zone. Soft chip, Grant Mentis trying to get on the end of it. McDonald slowed it up just before it got in over the line. Now Brett Jackson, 3-on-2 for Danbury. No momentum, but they hit the line. Ojic a shot just wide of the glove hand on McBurney. That one got by Stephenson at the right point, and Grant Mentis trying to go one-on-one with McDonald. Grant Mentis left circle being held out wide, stopped up, passed across, and Stephenson, good positioning, stayed with Riley and cut him inside. Now here's Ojic, 3-on-3 as he hits the line, trying to go through the middle. Vanelli knocks that one away to an open right point. Danbury has to take it back in the neutral zone. We're halfway through the third period of play here. Hat-trick of the only goal in the third through Nicola Levesque, but the River Dragons still lead by 1. Riley takes his time in his own zone as Columbus starts to get a change behind this. Riley from the red line tried to flip it. He hit Aslan with it. Big check by Vanelli. Slows up any rush. Aslan might have gone on to now.
There's that speed line out here for Danbury.
Now here's Adamo Aslan with it again, just out of his reach as he had to stay on sides. Carter gives it over to Vanelli, far circle, played it up the wing, right point held in by Jackson. Anderson slammed it off the boards, and it's back into neutral territory. Daniluk ahead here for Kuznetsov. Left circle, fires just wide of the blocker hand. Kuznetsov got everything on that release except putting it on target. Aslan over to the left circle, Daniluk to the middle. Kuznetsov stick lifted, nothing doing there, and flipped out off the glass and down by MJ Graham.
I know Danbury has their first line with Anderson and Ruiz, but I have to say that second line that's out there right now with Aslan and Kuznetsov, I think that's been their best line tonight.
Ruiz trying to race after this one. Pass was behind him. Jake Grade knocks it away to the red line. Atwell with it here. 8:47 to go in the third. Dragons, I wouldn't say turtling up just yet, but you don't see a lot of offensive pressure heading up. And now we get an icing call here against the Dragons, and this will allow us to get immediate timeout in. 8:38 left to go in the third. Dragons lead at 2-1 on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Vectorply is a world leader in development, manufacturing, and distribution of composite reinforcement materials for any and all projects you might have. Headquartered right here in Phoenix City, Vectorply prides itself on providing superior and timely customer service for all their customers' inquiries. No project is too big or too small for Vectorply. For more information on what they can do for you and your project, visit Vectorply.com. That's VECTORPLY.com. And get started on your next big project today.
You should see me in a crowd. I'm gonna win, there's nothing to how. Watch me make them bow one by one.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. Dragons 2, Hat-Tricks 1. Hat-Tricks got back into this game on a power play tally from Nicola Levesque, assisted by Johnny Ruiz, the 4:58 mark of the third, for those of you keeping score with us at home. I'm Zach DeBozart. He's Mike Cosentino. Coming out of this media timeout, it's an offensive zone draw for Danbury and a tired group, if you will, for Columbus because they iced the puck but got 30 seconds to be able to sit at their bench for a minute. Now Underwood tries to win it forward. Ruiz pokes it to the bottom of the circles. Grade fell down in the play. Ruiz to the middle, cleared away by Nolan. Atwell from the red line. A little one-touch passing, interrupted there by Nolan. Now he disrupts Atwell and gets it back to his captain, Petrantonio. River Dragons able to reset the lines as Petrantonio dumps it into the near corner. He bumps Levesque. Those two go at it. Doe with it. He's tied up into the boards by Brown. Levesque puts another hit onto Petrantonio. It's between their feet. Doe trying to vulture it out. Brown watching from the goal line. Petrantonio worked it out to the middle and along the crease. That one is covered by Wilson. Didn't exactly have the angle he liked towards the slot, but forces a draw, offensive zone variety for Columbus.
Hunter Bersani was standing wide open in front of the net there. If that pass got through, I'm pretty sure he would have buried that one.
Face-off coming to the left.
Coach keeping the first line out here. I like this, maybe trying to go for a goal to put the nail in the coffin.
Bersani tied up, but Danbury's wing support got it out of the zone. Here's Ojic. He's got White Duck on his left. Ojic's shot block goes into the left wing corner. White Duck on it there first. Ojic continues it around. Corey Anderson up to the right point, firing McDonald well wide and high. Ojic boxes out a man. That's Ozelinch. White Duck finds it left circle to the top. McDonald blocked. No glove save made there by McBurney. Offered up both hands, and it fell into the trapper for him. As he'll take a whistle. 7:41 left to go in the third. Dragons still in front by a score of 2-1.
Yeah, I like the fact that Bernie caught that puck. Some goalies will kind of sometimes let it actually hit their face if you're Henrik Lundqvist and you're a little crazy like him. But I like the idea of going up and catching it because whenever you can hold on to the puck as a goalie, it's a good move to do so.
Face-off coming to the right of McBurney. Riley will win this one. Vanelli sends it around. Carter gets it up here to Krupp. Krupp trying to lead Grant Mentis ahead. That one will go down for icing as Grant Mentis was not on the same page there. McDonald won the race to the hash marks. 7:29 to go in the third, and it's still 2-1.
Wasn't a fan of that one, Zach. Wasn't a fan.
Face-off will come to the right of McBurney, it looks like. Danbury has their choice off of the Dragons' icing call. And Brett Jackson will take this draw opposite Jack Riley. Won by Danbury. Left circle, Kuznetsov has it. In the corner, Aslan to the middle, chance. And Jackson ended up hitting the backside. I think that's of Carter, as Carter was Johnny on the spot right there. Riley dumps this one into the right wing corner, rims itself around. Bryce French at the far hash marks, can't chip it around Krupp. Riley knocks it down out of the air, low stick, got it, boxing a man out, split a couple of players with his pass, and Vanelli has to retreat back from the right point. 7 minutes left to go here in the third. Dragons holding on to a 2-1 lead here, first of 3 against the Hat-Tricks this weekend. Here's Grant Mentis with speed, left wing circle, tried to drop it back. Jackson read it, and here comes Danbury back the other way. Grant Mentis hustles to make it a 3-on-3 over the line. Vanelli reads a pass. Aslan nearly takes it off his stick. Jackson a drive. Easy glove save made there by Bailey, who will cover it up for a whistle. 6:43 left to go here in the third. And really right now, Mike, feels like timid, try not to make a mistake hockey.
Yeah, Danbury definitely has gotten more aggressive on their forecheck. They're starting to send 2 guys in hard now. And yeah, once again, that's not the hockey you want to play if you're Columbus. Obviously, it's a 1-goal game, but what gave you success in the first period, both offensively and defensively, was playing aggressive. I really think we got to get back to that.
Over on the far side circle, Nolan flips this one out, quickly taken back. Levesque, big hit laid onto him by Nolan. And now here comes Columbus with some speed. Anderson dumps that one in from the left wing side. Danbury quickly plays it back. Levesque in the neutral zone. Backhands that one in. Going into the near corner. Nolan plays it to far. Now here's Underwood. Underwood chipped over to MJ Graham. He's hustling at this one, right wing side. Daniluk offers a stick at him. Graham dropped it back. Nobody was there in support. Tull Finberg able to send it out. And that one will be dumped in by Anderson, but he dumps it into the crowd as he just got the angle wrong along that glass. And we'll go into our party pit section down here on the near side. 6:06 to go here in the third. Dragons still in front, 2-1.
Yeah, Danbury's starting to hang guys now at the blue line. I saw Ruiz there was hanging for a breakaway, so they're definitely making some adjustments, starting to take some chances.
Bersani wins that one away from Anderson at center ice, and White will dump it in right wing. Ribs around, hits that corner. Weirdo, a chance again, and he just missed it. Dragons are just designing plays now into that corner as a left point shot is gloved there by Wilson. For Wilson, a goaltender who we know loves to come out of his net and play the puck, I mean, that's got to be psychologically tormenting, isn't it?
It is, yeah, because when you know that that's there, then you start to second-guess yourself and hesitate. So, and I can tell you, I can promise you that that is 100% a design play by Petro Antonio there.
Anderson wins that one away from the captain. However, Doe's tied up with Brown. He's got it behind the net. Doe trying to play it out in front, just out of the reach of Bersani. Now here come the hat tricks, a backhand flip. Kuznetsov able to get it onto the tape of Ojic. Ojic right point across, and Anderson can't handle the pass, trying to go off the side of the net. That one read by McBurney. A cute angle shot from Kuznetsov, missed. Now back out in the neutral zone. Atwell and Brown, they play a little catch. Brown trying to move that one to Anderson, hit off of a stick, tied up at the Danbury bench, and Ojic will take it out of the scrum and dump it in. 5:20 left to go here in the third. Dragons holding on to a 2-1 lead. Ojic, big check onto Ozelinch. The River Dragons have possession. Krupp gets a pass from White. Good geometry. Ahead for Bersani. Left circle. His shot. And that puck flipped on edge on him and goes high. Krupp holds in at the right point. Played it off of a body. And on the near side circle, taken by McDonald. Dalton Anderson racing after this. Stephenson knocks it back for McDonald. And McDonald is blown up with a big hit from Krupp as it goes out in the neutral zone. And Vanelli has it at his own blue. Riley drops it back into his own zone for Vanelli. 4:48 left to go here in the third. Dragons in front, 2-1, still throwing the body. Grant Mentis right wing side, chipped into the zone. Anderson racing after this. Stephenson will tie him up with the stick. They cancel each other out. Grant Mentis trying to pick it out of feet. Ruiz and Levesque also in there for Danbury. And Levesque works it out, has it behind his own net. Gets sent around, now a pass to the near side wing. Levesque bobbling it there. Grant Mentis trying to make him pay for it. Levesque regains control at the red line, chips it in. Over behind the net now, Vanelli. Vanelli takes it from behind his own net as the hat-tricks get a change behind this. Grant Mentis drops it here from Riley, right wing side. Anderson holds himself on. Riley's shot flipped up on edge, goes into the netting, goes out of play. 4:06 left to go in the third. We got a heck of a game here. Stay tuned for the exciting conclusion of regulation after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
An injury can be a game changer. That's why Houston Sports Medicine Team provides urgent ortho care, Saturday morning injury clinics during hockey season, and an emergency room at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. An injury can be a game changer, and immediate evaluation and care can be a game changer too. For more information, go to Houston.com or call 706-324-6661.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. Crowd getting loud, spurring their team on with 4:06 left to go in the third. Dragons up 2-1, trying to take the first of 3 crucial points this weekend. 9 are on the line all throughout the weekend as Danbury and Columbus separated by percentage points when it comes to second versus third right now in the standings. I'm Zach DeBozart. He's Mike Cosentino. Kirk Underwood ready to take this draw against Corey Anderson. Underwood will win it clean. Trade right point. His shot patted away there by Wilson. Had to see it through traffic. MJ Graham ties up with Steve Brown. Stalls him out. Ojic will find the puck. Flip it out towards center. Won't have the legs for icing. Nolan touches it at the dot. Nolan rims this one around, finds Jake Grade. Grade bobbled it for a moment, plays it back behind the net for Nolan. Gets pushed a bit there by Anderson. Grade can't handle it. Here's Ojic in front. His shot, what a block, Brad Nolan. Tracking back, getting in front of that one, and keeping this game at 2-1. Corey Anderson with it left in corner. Kuznetsov was knocked down, but he gets it right back to him. Now Kuznetsov to Anderson, left circle, shot, what a block, Underwood, in front, Ojic, save McBurney, rebound off the corner of the post. Ojic thought he had scored, denied by the iron. Anderson left circle, that one gets blocked. Left point, Atwell holds it in. D to D over here for Anderson. Anderson behind the net for Ojic. Ojic to the middle, Kuznetsov, they score! Dmitry Kuznetsov just goes off the far post and in. Great setup from behind the net by Ojic, and we've got a tie game with 3:11 to go in the third.
You saw it coming for Danbury there. That was a really good shift for them. They just had constant pressure, some good chances, some good stops by McBurney. We just couldn't get the puck out.
Ojic will pick up an assist from behind the net. I think Atwell was the one responsible at the right point, playing that one back in my mind, but it doesn't matter. Hat-tricks have tied this game up 2-2.
Very important shift here for the Dragons. You come out here, have a good shift, get the momentum right back with your first line.
With that shot that went in, Hat-tricks now in front in the shot counter as well. 30-29 shows you how the tides of this game have shifted. Brown will dump that one in right wing side. Ruiz is slow to get up off of that faceoff. He immediately heads to the bench. Meanwhile, Danbury with possession. Levesque with it left circle. Shot from Anderson. Glove save made there by McBurney. Good chance for Danbury, but behind the play, their captain dealing with a leg injury. It looked like he skated off gingerly on one skate.
It was right off the faceoff. I didn't see Bersani do anything to him. I think maybe he's battling a bit of an ankle injury or something, but it definitely did not look good. He was down for a while.
2:54 now to go in the third. Face-off to right of McBurney. Atwell, left point, holds it in, takes a check from Petrantonio. White ties up with Levesque behind the net. Jackson to the middle. Good block there by Bersani.
Huge block by Bersani there.
Down to the right wing circle. Chance in the middle. Look out. It's there. What a save, McBurney. Patted away on the blocker's side from Levesque. And Levesque just blindly threw it to the net. Knew he had an opening. McBurney was able to knock it away. And Bersani is down on all fours, but I think he's lost his steal as he is just hobbling on one skate, trying to keep a leg off the ground.
I hope he's lost his steal, but I fear that that's his ankle injury that he's battling.
No, we'll see. Being looked at on the River Dragons bench right now. That's a top-line center. Both top-line centers now, Ruiz and Bersani.
I think he's hurt, unfortunately.
Have been hobbled here in the late stages. 2:39 to go in the third.
Yeah, Bersani's been battling a weak ankle for a little while now, and I think that's what he might have injured there.
Into the corner it goes, now to the top. Atwell's left point shot blocked. Here's Austin Doe with speed. Doe's got a goal in this game. Passed over to Petrantonio. It's just out of his reach. Doe continued his speed. Riley with it. The Petrantonio shot rang the outside of the net. Doe's got it from behind the cage. Kicks it to his stick, just out of range of his first touch. To the right point, Vanelli. He looks, fires, blocked, but able to hold it in. Vanelli works it to the wall for himself. Played it into the corner. Riley with it here. Riley checked there by Brown. Backhand up to the top. Vanelli, D to D over. Carter, fakes the shot. Deflected. Loose in the slot for a moment. Riley chipped it up. Brown gloves that one out of the air. No hand pass. Still in the defensive zone for Danbury. Picked up by Levesque. He skates it ahead. Vanelli and Carter both get back defensively. Danbury wholesale change behind this. Levesque trying to go to the middle. Carter knocked it away. Knocked it right to Vanelli, who was able to clear it before it got to the crease. 1:45 left to go here in the third. Dragons and Hat-tricks tied at 2. Next goal, you definitely think might win this one.
Riley's a good fit of filling that spot for Bersani while he's injured because he's a big righty, and just ran into.
There's an awkward tumble as Underwood lost an edge, ran into Wilson. Meanwhile, the other way, Anderson shot wide of the blocker hand. Stuff going on in every zone right now as we're in the late stages. Grant Mentis trying to win a race. Susi stays in front of him, and it's icing against Columbus. 1:14 left to go here in the third of a 2-2 game. Do you take your time out if you're Jerome Bouchard?
There's two ways of looking at it. Obviously, you have your third line out there, and they're tired. But at the same time, if you take a timeout here, you also give Danbury the opportunity to set up some sort of play and set up some sort of strategy to get a goal. Looks like coach is going without the timeout, I probably would have done the same thing if I were him. I don't want to give Danbury any time to think right now.
Brett Jackson wins it. Kuznetsov shot blocked by Underwood, who is still in the faceoff dot. Now Underwood takes it away. 3-on-3, he'll dump that one in. Right wing to left wing corner. Krupp on it first. Backhand, sticked away. Rebound Underwood. Still there, Grant Mentis. What a save, Wilson. Gets bumped there, and now we're going to get a shoving match. Krupp immediately tied up with Adamo Aslan. Those two going at it. Linesman trying to intervene. Nobody wants to pick up a penalty late here as we're under a minute to go in the third. 59.7 exactly left here in regulation.
Penalty for either team is going to be crippling right now because even if you survive this minute, then you got to start overtime 4-on-3, so you definitely want to avoid that. I think Wilson got caught. Somebody was whacking a rebound, might have hit him in the head. Totally unintentional, obviously, but we got a hockey game here, Zach.
Everybody on that line, Underwood, Grant Mentis, and Krupp, all had a chance from in tight on that far post, and Wilson stood up to all of them. 2-2. Our score remains with 3/10 under a minute to go. Face-off won by Columbus. Ozelinch, left point, rims this one around. Bersani was back out there to take that draw. Good to see. Doe with it in the corner. Bersani sets a bit of a screen. Doe comes out, right circle, fires, pats it. Bersani, what a save, Wilson! Oh, Hunter Bersani, head down at ice level, and Brian Wilson just might have made the save of the year.
That is definitely the save of the game. I think he has both saves of the game, not to take anything away from Bradley McBurney, who's played a fantastic game, but he has stopped two probably 95% sure goal shots. That is just an unbelievable save.
Just reaching back with the blocker, and the angle is right to put it out of play. 44 seconds left in the third. We're still with it, though. Petrantonio from behind the net. Right circle, White. Great save by Wilson. This one gets flipped out here by White Duck. And Columbus has it back in their own end. 30 seconds left in the third. Puck goes down ice, icing on as Atwell wins the race to the hash marks. And for a moment, Mike, you were thinking, wow, maybe take the 3 points. Now off that icing, Danbury's welcomed back into this game.
Now you got to take your time out if you're Coach Jerome, at least in my opinion here.
25.
His first line's been out here for over a minute.
25.3 left to go in the third. Hunter Bersani thought he had the game winner on his stick, and the flying waffle board of Brian Wilson has kept Danbury in this one. Face off
save
to the right of McBurney.
And Bersani got everything on that, too. It wasn't a bad shot.
Bersani wins it. Ozelinch has it behind his own net. Moves it over to that far circle. Doe backhand flips it out. Petrantonio steps in front of Atwell. Tries to drive the net. Petrantonio. And it got knocked off of his stick by Atwell at the last moment.
Wilson has no stick.
Ojic runs into Bersani there. Wilson gets his stick back. 6 seconds left to go in the third. One more rush. Corey Anderson trying to get him on right. 2 seconds left. Pass across. Sticked away McBurney. Ojic a chance as time expires. And we head into overtime. Overtime is upon us. 2 hat-tricks goals bring it back to 2-2. Each team's going to get a point. Who gets that all-important second one to start the weekend? Let's take 30 seconds and come back after this. Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Stay up to date with everything Columbus River Dragons by following the team on social media. Stay in the know with all the team news on Facebook and Instagram. Get live in-game updates via Twitter. And of course, catch every game on the YouTube page. Following is easy. Search at @C_River Dragons on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. It's never been easier to stay in the loop with your favorite hockey team, so what's stopping you? Drop us a fun comment or send us a message, and we may just feature you on the feeds. That's @C_River Dragons on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. Still, I think a lot of fans trying to pick their jaws up off the floor after what Brian Wilson did to get this game to overtime. Hunter Bersani from a goal scorer's area, 10, 12 feet from net, puck perfectly on his stick, just reached back with the blocker and kept it at 2-2 in the late stages, and we've got overtime now, Mike.
That's about as good as a save as you'll ever see. I mean, that's exactly what you want if you're Columbus. A righty goal scorer like Hunter Bersani, who's hot as of late, right on the left side of the ice in his wheelhouse, and I mean, that's just a great save by Wilson. Interested to see, I definitely already see Ian White out there. I was going to say that has to be a must-be for 3-on-3 overtime.
Teams are changing ends here, so it's going to be a long change. Petrantonio, White, and I think it's Bersani No, it's Doe that's going to step out to 3-on-3. So that means Petrantonio's got the center, and I think Petrantonio's checking to make sure goaltenders are supposed to change ends or not. I don't think they are.
I don't think they are either. When I was in Delaware, we had overtime, and we did not change ends.
Petrantonio's gone to both referees to ask about it. Over on the other side of things, it's Ojic, Kuznetsov, and Atwell.
Yeah, they're switching back.
They are switching ends. The good news is all you got to do is really switch goaltenders.
Yeah, correct. In the NCAA, you do switch ends. I think in the NHL you switch ends too, but not in the Federal
But
League.
here's what's funny is, and a lot of fans don't know this, the benches actually have to all get up too, because you have a designated offensive side of the bench, defensive side of the bench, and they're geared to where the goaltenders are. So, well, you don't have to trade benches, you have to trade what ends of the bench you're on.
Right, and for 3-on-3, that's absolutely an enormous factor, and I think that's why Petro is making such a big deal of it.
Petrantonio wins the opening draw. Dragons left to right. Hatrick's right to left. Aflac overtime on now. Ian White skates ahead with speed, left wing. Atwell watching over him. White fakes the drop, gives it to Doe anyways. Doe a shot, shoulder save made. White finds a loose one after Kuznetsov bobbled it. Pass across. Doe had his back to goal, didn't realize. Ojic now takes his time. White's going to come off here. We're going to get a new defenseman out for Columbus. Here's Kuznetsov, left wing and over the line, being watched by Petrantonio. Gives it up to Ojic, right circle, knocked away by Doe, but he couldn't go on a rush, and Ojic tracked back.
Got to watch out for Kuznetsov here in open ice. A very, very fast player. Number 28 for Danbury.
Ojic gave it to McDonald. Now McDonald up ahead for Kuznetsov. 2-on-2 as he hits the line left wing. Kuznetsov drives it. Shot. Save made McBurney. 4:14 to go here in overtime. And McBurney makes the first save of the OT period.
Great save by McBurney there on a tough play against a really good shooter in Kuznetsov. Face-offs are by far the most important factor in 3-on-3 overtime because it's all about possession. If you win the face-off, you have possession. So, big face-off here.
To the left of McBurney. Riley and Anderson. One to the wall. Levesque. Reaction time. First on it. Lifted stick. Grant Mentis. He's got Riley on his left. 2-on-1. Grant Mentis in over the line outside. Pass to Riley. Couldn't kick it to his stick. Grant Mentis finds the loose puck behind the net. Tried to bring it out near side and couldn't settle the roller. Anderson with it on the near side corner. Takes it back behind his own net. Grant Mentis hard on the forecheck on him. Gets inside of him. Forced a turnover, but nobody there to help. And Aaron Atwell takes it away. Up ahead, Nicola Levesque in all alone. Levesque to the backhand. Forehand save made McBurney. Nicola Levesque came in on the backhand, not his stronger side. Tried to flip it to forehand last second. And McBurney made himself look big along the goal line and froze that one 6 inches from the goal line to keep it 2-2.
Another great stop by McBurney. He's had a great game today, and that's a great play by Chase Carter, too. He was able to slow down Levesque and kind of make him not get a full-on shot without taking a penalty. That's huge.
Underwood wins this draw, gives it back to MJ Graham, and now he takes his time behind the net. Graham drops it off here for Grade. Dragons left to right here in the 3-on-3. Grade, center through the middle, as flying V as you can get for 3-on-3. Wilson puts it behind the net for his teammates. Susie had to reach back, able to give it to Jackson. Jackson, he'll spin it back and give it to Atwell. And now Danbury will take the time with the possession of the puck on the 3-on-3.
MJ Graham is a very, very good 3-on-3 overtime player because he plays very, very tight to guys. He doesn't give you a lot of space.
Atwell leaking out to the near side as MJ looked to force him that way. A pass up ahead to Jackson. Jackson hits the line left wing, 2-on-2, trading places with Susie. Jackson on the backhand trying to get around Underwood, trying to play that to the middle. Bailey read the pass, nearly had a shot there, but that one goes wide. Now Graham knocks one away. He's got Ian White with him, 2-on-1. Graham in over the line, right circle, pass to White, just missed on that far side post. White reached out the stick, got a beauty of a tip on it. Graham a shot wide of the glove hand from the top of the left wing circle. Petrantonio knocked down there by McDonald, and Danbury will have the puck. Jackson trying to outsteer the Columbus captain.
These guys for Danbury are very tired.
Petrantonio giving all he can to Jackson as he dumps it back to McDonald. Petrantonio still watching over him. He takes it behind the net. We're more than halfway through overtime. 2-2 is our score. Kuznetsov up ahead, 2-on-3, bunched up. Petrantonio knocked it away. Puck was loose. Ojic realized that he's on sides. Ojic left circle, fires wide of the glove hand of McBurney. This one at the right point. Kuznetsov holds in. Vanelli, the only one in the zone. He's got all the time in the world behind his own net. Teams changing behind this. Danbury gets a fresh 3 out. Vanelli, center point, through the middle. Now lost the puck into the left wing corner. Being watched by Levesque. Vanelli still with it at the high slot, dropping it for Petrantonio. He has to take it out of the zone. He was running out of real estate.
Very smart play by Petra there to keep possession.
Now right circle, he's with it, drives, fakes, wraparound. What a stick by Atwell on the back post. Stop Petrantonio from wrapping that one in. To the left point, Vanelli, he shoots. That one high over the glove hand on Wilson. Doe with it at the right point. He trades places with Vanelli, drops it back for him. Right circle, Vanelli walks it, pad save made there by Wilson. It's two different bodies that fall, and Anderson and Petrantonio, they get themselves back up. Anderson with it, 1:15 left to go here in overtime. 2-on-3 as he hits the line. Anderson slaps it, save made McBurney, and he'll cover it up. Let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification, Columbus River Dragons Radio Network.
Dragons fans, and make some noise!
1:12 left to go here in overtime. Face off to the right of McBurney. 3-on-3. It's Bersani against Ojic. Bersani wins it to the right wing for Carter. Carter's got Riley with a 2-on-1. He gets it ahead for him. McDonald tracking back. Riley a backhand. Great glove save made by Wilson. Rebound sticked away by Wilson. Up ahead for Ojic. 1 minute left to go in Aflac overtime. Ojic right point stops up. Lets a man go by. To the left circle. Kuznetsov with space fires just high over the bar as McBurney had to come out and be big. Now to right point, McDonald, he holds it in. Ojic in the corner, rims this one around. Columbus first on it. Bersani able to get it out of the zone, trying to chip around Kuznetsov. He holds him up there just enough. Now Ojic finds a loose puck. 1-on-1 here with Carter. Ojic looking for a pass, finds Kuznetsov. High slot, he waits. McBurney denies him. Left point, McBurney stayed with him the whole way, stayed in a good position, and kicks it away with the left pillow. 24 left to go here in overtime.
Great goaltending at both ends of the ice in this overtime.
Riley over the red line. He's got the right circle. Fires. That one kicked away by Wilson. Bersani up to the top. White holds in left point. Down into the corner for Bersani. A dozen seconds left in the period. Bersani tried to spin around on a pass. White will find it in the corner. White left circle. Fires. Save made by Wilson. And we'll get one more draw. 4.4 left to go in OT.
I knew Whitey was shooting that one. You could tell he wanted it the way he came off the wall. Great saves by both goaltenders at both ends of the ice.
Neither team has taken their time out to this point, and they will keep it that way. Face off to the right of Wilson. One more chance, maybe for Columbus. Dalton Anderson against Levesque on this. It goes to the slot. White turnaround shot.
Great
blocked
block
there by Anderson, and that'll do it. We head to a shootout for only the second time this season for Columbus. Let's take another 30 seconds, reset ourselves, and come back after this. Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
It's River Dragon season, and it's time to get out to a game. Visit Ticketmaster or the Civic Center box office to purchase tickets to the next game or any game left this season. Visit ourdragons.com to check the schedule and stay up to date with everything River Dragons hockey. The defending Ignite Cup champions are looking to keep their winning ways, and you can be part of the best atmosphere in the FPHL to help make it happen. Purchase tickets online on Ticketmaster or skip the fees and visit the Columbus Civic Center box office during normal business hours. Get up and get loud, Columbus. The River Dragons are ready to roar.
Bang, 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 bang! Vamonos, vamonos! Bang, bang, bang! Vamonos, vamonos!
2-2, 65 minutes of hockey, not enough to separate teams 2 and 3 in the standings. Would you expect it to separate them with how close they are? We head to the skills competition. Bailey McBurney and Brian Wilson have been phenomenal in this one, and now we'll see what they got with some of the league's best shooters bearing down on them.
Yeah, this should be a very entertaining shootout to watch. They're going to start out, Danbury's going to start out with Kuznetsov here. I think that's a good first choice, and I believe we're going to start out with Ian White, who is also a very good first choice.
So Danbury's got the top half. Columbus has the bottom half of the innings. A 5-round shootout. You can start repeating shooters after 3.
Expect Kuznetsov to shoot the puck here.
Kuznetsov, right-handed shot, trends all the way to the left wing side. McBurney comes out wide. Kuznetsov outweights him and scores to that far post. Wait, no, they are crediting that. Referee had his arms spread out as if to say no goal, but it did count.
That's a good move by Kuznetsov. He waited, kind of pump fake just at the right time. Here's Jay Krupp, who is very good in shootouts.
Jay Krupp, usually a closer, starts up here in the bottom of the first. 1-0. Patrick's in front. Bottom of the first. Here's Krupp. Right-handed shot. Moving over to the left wing side. Wilson comes out to cut him down. Waits. Deeks to the backhand, and Wilson just kicked the pad out.
Krupp had him beat on that move. The puck just rolled on Krupp at the last second. He wanted to go to the backhand. He couldn't elevate it, but that was a very close move.
Tobias Ojic steps up now for Danbury. Kitigan Zibi, Quebec native. He's got a scorer's touch. He's got a power forwards build. Here comes the lefty, trending to the right wing side, over the line, over the circles. Deeks, lots of moves, save made right there by McBurney. That was a lot of stick handles, very fast, but did not move McBurney side to side. We go to the bottom of the second.
Great save by McBurney, keeps his stick on the ice, doesn't fall for any of the moves. Here's Austin Doe, in my opinion, the toughest guy to stop in a shootout on the Columbus River Dragons.
Austin Doe could tie it up here in the bottom of the second. Left-handed shot, trending over the right wing circle. He's taken well wide. Doe waits, fires, blocker save. Made there by Wilson. Wilson stayed down low in the butterfly, kept his angles right. And now we head to the third of a five-man shootout with the hat trick still up 1-0.
I mean, that's really a good move by Doe. I usually see him come in a little slower. He came in with more speed there, and here's Levesque.
Levesque, he's got a goal in this game. The right-handed shot, hearing it from the crowd, right through the middle. Dake, backhand to forehand, and a great save made by McBurney going to that far post.
I like how aggressive Bailey is when he comes out in the shootout. He takes the initial shot away and pretty much tells the shooter, if you're going to score, you got to go around me.
Josh Petrantonio up next. He has set career highs for himself with goals this season. What's he got here in the shootout?
Expect to see something to the blocker side.
Right-handed shot, bears in, fires, and it was at the blocker, and Wilson keeps it out, and we head to the fourth.
So it looks like Danbury, you can repeat shooters after the first three rounds. They're going to go back to Kuznetsov, and I actually really like that move.
So we're going back to Kuznetsov here. He's the only person to tally so far. If he scores, it's a must-score situation on the other side for Columbus.
I think he's going to the backhand here.
Kuznetsov over the right circle, out wide, backhand to forehand. Deacon McBurney stayed with him. That was a half-hearted Forsberg attempt from Kuznetsov, and Bailey able to keep the pad spread out wide to keep it 1-0 and keep the pressure off for now.
Great move there by Kuznetsov. It looked like he was going to the backhand, but he cut back across.
Here's Chase Carter.
I like this move a lot. Chase Carter's got a very good shot. I expect him to shoot the puck.
Left-handed. Over to the left wing circle. Carter comes in, fires, stick save made by Wilson, who went out to try and poke check it away. Carter thought he could get him up top, and now Johnny Ruiz has the game on his stick for Danbury.
Yeah, Johnny Ruiz, who had a couple breakaways against Bailey in the second period of this game. I expect Johnny probably to go 5-hole here.
Ruiz, right-handed shot, trending towards the right circle, fires, and he scores, and the game is over. Just beat McBurney to that glove side clean, and the Hat-Tricks make an incredible comeback here on Civic Center ice to take 2 of the first 3 points on the weekend. Tough one to swallow if you're Columbus, up 2-0 in the first, and you let it slip away in the third, Mike.
Yeah, that's a really nice goal there by Ruiz. He comes in. He either likes to shoot to the glove or go 5-hole typically. He shoots glove, puts a really good shot past Bailey McBurney, who played a fantastic game. And that's just a good, hard-fought game. I think tomorrow River Dragons need to come out a little bit better in the second and third periods. We had a really good first and then kind of took our foot off the gas pedal.
Let's take a break. When we come back, Chattabricci postgame show starts up after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
An injury can be a game changer. That's why Houston Sports Medicine Team provides urgent ortho care, Saturday morning injury clinics during hockey season, and an emergency room at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. An injury can be a game changer, and immediate evaluation and care can be a game changer too. For more information, go to Houston.com or call 706-324-6661.
Welcome to the Chattabricci. That's right, the Chattabricci Southern Brew House is the official post-game hangout of the Columbus River Dragons, serving their exclusive River Dragon Red Ale on all game nights, located just a mile and a half from the Civic Center at 1301 6th Avenue. There's no excuse not to get out with some friends and enjoy the night with some quality craft brews. Chattabricci Southern Brew House is is locally and veteran-owned and offers live music from 6 to 10 on Friday and Saturday nights. Make sure to follow them on social media for all the latest events.
The King Claw is one of the most popular destinations for seafood enthusiasts. King Claw is inspired by the Viet Cajun elegance of boil and bag seafood that holds all the juicy flavor of the ocean. Then we add our very own unique mixture of the best spices that take the taste to another level. We can confirm that you won't find our flavor anywhere else. We collect the freshest seafood, prepare them as you order, and we encourage you to grab your hand in the bag to enjoy the heavenly taste of our signature seafood combinations. We believe that having quality and fresh foods with friends and family is the best feeling in the world. Come, open up a bag and enjoy the best seafood in town where the ultimate juiciness waits for you. Call 706-507-3845 to order.
It's time for the Chattahoochee postgame show on the River Dragons Broadcast Network. Tonight's show is brought to you by Cypress Partners, Podcast 706, Chattahoochee Southern Brew House, The Jersey Shop, BioLife Plasma, and PMB Broadcasting. Now with a recap of tonight's action, here's Zach DeBozart.
Thank you very much, Brian Thomas. Chattahoochee postgame show starts up as the Danbury Hat-Tricks come away 3-2 winners, come from behind victory. Dragons were up 2-0 through 40 minutes of play. And in that final period, goal at the 4:58 mark, Nicola Levesque, assisted by Johnny Ruiz, who really missed it off the post, and it fell right to Levesque to tap in for a power play goal. That made it 2-1, and then 3:11 left to go in the third. Dmitry Kuznetsov scored on a great feed from Tobias Ojic from behind the net, and the Hat-Tricks had tied it up 2-2. River Dragons thought they had all 3 points a couple of times, including what easily, I think you have to say, is the save of the year. Brian Wilson just reaching back, full desperation. And Hunter Bersani, he might be a rookie, but he's no slouch. He's proven he's got a goal-scoring touch. He knows how to bury there. And, Brian Wilson, if you take away the first 2 goals, which was a 5-on-3 goal and an odd bounce off the corner, he was just about perfect tonight and showed it there with an unbelievable desperation shave to get us into overtime.
Yeah, he's my player of the game for sure. If you want to see an NHL version of that save, it was oddly familiar. Alex Ovechkin was stopped by Carey Price. I think this was a year and a half ago. The exact same play, and in a very similar situation with only a couple seconds left in the period, righty on the left side. That is like if you could draw up a play, if you're the River Dragons, that's exactly who you want, where you want, and that's just an unbelievable save. And that saved the game right there. It
definitely did. We went off into overtime. The River Dragons, the only team in the FPHL that have yet to have an overtime win. They are 0 for 4. They were 0 for 3 in overtime, 0 for 1 in shootouts. In the overtime period, there were 9 shots. 5 of them went Columbus's way. However, none of them went in past our 2 netminders, and we went to the shootout, which looked like this. Dmitry Kuznetsov tallied first at the top of the first, went far left, and then outweighed McBurney to the right wing side and fired it in. Krupp, then he was not able to score in the first, and then we didn't have another goal until the top of the 5th when Johnny Ruiz ended it with only 1 shooter to go for Columbus, but a 2-0 Danbury lead, beating McBurney to the glove hand. Columbus trotted out Krupp, Doe, Petrantonio, and Chase Carter in that order for their 4 shooters. None of them could beat Wilson. Danbury wins the shootout 2-0, takes 2 of the 3 points tonight. 3 stars of the game is chosen in the building. Star number 3 goes to Bailey McBurney, 94.4 on the save percentage tonight. He had 34 saves on 36 shots. Johnny Ruiz, star number 2, the game-clinching goal. Dmitry Kuznetsov will actually get credit for a goal because he had the actual winner in the shootout. But Johnny Ruiz, the game-clinching goal, plus an assist on Levesque's goal. And then Brian Wilson, star number 1. Just unbelievable the save he made. 37 saves on 39 shots, and I think it might have been save 35, 36, or 37, but it was a really big one, and it's one that Danbury's going to look back at and said, that got us 2 points.
100%. That is a game-winning save. And let's not forget, he stopped 5 out of 5 in the shootout too, or 4 out of 4, excuse me. So, yeah, that's pretty impressive. He had a really, really good game. Looking towards tomorrow and Sunday, we just have to come out a little bit stronger in the second and third periods. We kind of took our foot off the gas, and it came back to bite us, unfortunately.
Jay Krupp and Austin Doe had the goals in the first period for Columbus. I want to give a tip of my hat to Brad Nolan, who had a heck of a game. Assisted on Jay Krupp's goal, and then the just overall ability of him defensively. Many defensemen were doing great jobs back there, obviously, but Nolan, you saw him blocking shots, moving the puck consistently out of his own zone. I thought, he and the rest of the D-core were looking very good, but obviously just the goals given up in the third period resulted in Danbury tying it up, getting it overtime, and winning in the shootout. Let's take a break. When we come back, a look around the FPHL next. Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
The Jersey Shop specializes in screen printing, embroidery, direct-to-garment printing, and vinyl heat-pressed lettering and numbering. We provide custom t-shirts for any occasion, reunions, parties, you name it. We have a graphic designer on staff to help create the logos or graphics necessary to make your shirts unique. Here we pride ourselves in being able to deliver orders of any size at low competitive cost with no minimum quantity required to order. That's why the River Dragons trust us for all their uniform needs. Call the Jersey Shop in Columbus today, 706-565-4242.
Today, more than ever, you can rely on the trustworthy technicians at Midas for your car's needs. From scheduled maintenance to brake repairs to oil changes, suspension work, and more. Our technicians are known for their work and their word that your car will be fixed in the best way possible. Stop in your neighborhood Midas today with 2 locations in Columbus. At the corner of 13th Street and Veterans, just up the road from the Columbus Civic Center, and the other off Manchester Expressway. Midas Total Car Care. Proud sponsors of the River Dragons. Trust the Midas touch.
Before you know it, the weather will get warmer and baseball will be right around the corner. So book your summer weekends early by purchasing a Flight Club membership with the Columbus Chatahoots. Flight Club members receive tickets to every home game at Golden Park as the Hoots try and go back to the Championship Series in 2022. Plus, more awesome perks for all of our members. Visit GoHoots.com to get started on securing your membership for the 2022 Sun Belt Baseball League season. Or call the offices at 706-507-4625.
I love the way they all doubt me. That's the energy that I need. Cause let me tell you one thing about me. It only brings the best out in me.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center, Chatahoochee postgame show after the Hat-Tricks come back with a 3-2 shootout victory over Columbus. River Dragons now move to 0-5 in the extra period, 0-3 in shootouts, and 0-3 in overtime, and 0-2 in shootouts. That's been the big bugaboo for Columbus this season, I guess, if you had to point at anything. And in a series as important as this, the Hat-Tricks find themselves with some breathing room now up in the standings. Remember, it was mere percentage points separating the two teams heading into this weekend. Danbury 2, Columbus 1. Read the points so far. Still 6 points left to contend for on Saturday and Sunday. Speaking of points, speaking of standings, it's time to take a look around the FPHL. Brought to you by Zelmo Zip-In, Zelmo's fueling life's passions. Last we left the Battle of New York, Binghamton was up 5-2. Now a minute left to go in the third. Watertown has stormed back 3 straight goals. Cole McKechnie in the second, Andrew Harrison early second period, and the captain Justin McDonald, about 5 minutes left to go in the third, have brought it back to 5-5. Now, this is important because Binghamton's magic number right now is 2. Any kind of win for the Black Bears, overtime or regulation, will see them with an X by their name, or if Delaware loses in any fashion as well. Of course, if this gets to overtime, Binghamton would have a point, and that would mean if Delaware went to overtime, they would be in as well because Delaware would have dropped a point. We told you about a fight between Ryan Devine and Eric Oganesoff. We also had a fight between Josh LaBelle and Thomas Aldworth, and LaBelle ended up also picking up an instigator in there, and Ryan Devine somehow got a misconduct. I was going to say it was a 2-5-10, but it was 2 different names on it, so that was odd, but the rivalry brewing up there in New York, and they seem destined for overtime with less than a minute to go in the third. Elsewhere, the Delaware Thunder will remain alive throughout the weekend. There was a scenario where they could have been eliminated in the playoffs, but they had to take 0 points. They take not 1, not 2, but all 3 points from the Port Huron Prowlers tonight, 6-4. They are winners over the Prowlers. We left this game at 3-3. A minute into the third, Brennan Young made it 4-3 Port Huron. At that point, it was 3 unanswered for Delaware, and it got down late. But with 4:55 to go in the third, Alex Susi makes it 4-4. Then Nikita Andrusenko with a minute and a half left, and then an empty netter for good measure with 15 seconds left from Shane Morrissey gets Delaware all 3 points. So that means Binghamton does have to win in some kind of fashion against Watertown to clinch tonight, as Delaware offered them no help taking all 3 points on that one. Of course, Danbury wins here 3-2. in the shootout, and that's the look around the league. Your thoughts, Mike?
Oh, I'm happy for my guys in Delaware getting a nice win. They added Joseph Debony in, which is a player that I played with in Watertown a couple of years ago. He's a really good player, and he scored tonight, so that'll definitely help them out. I saw Trevor Babin had a pretty good game, second star of the game, so happy for my guys down there in Delaware.
We are watching the clock, and 2 seconds and 1. It hits to 20 minutes in the third. So there will be overtime in Watertown. Binghamton got 1 point, drops their magic number down to 1. If they win in any fashion, overtime or shootout, they will have clinched a spot in the Commissioner's Cup playoffs. That's your look around the FPHL, brought to you by Zelmo Zip-In. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions. How about that, Mike? 2 of the 3 games tonight going into overtime. In our case, a shootout, and who knows what's going to happen in Binghamton and Watertown now.
Absolutely. I'd really like to watch that Binghamton-Watertown overtime game. That's 2 really offensively talented teams.
Well, I guess let's hustle through the Southern Hockey scoreboard on that note. Macon, a big 2 points over Fayetteville, 3-2. They win at home over the Marksmen. Huntsville win the Barn Burner in Knoxville. Havoc 6, Ice Bears 4. Just went final in Danville. Evansville 2-0 winners as they shut out the Bobcats. 15.5 left to go in the third. Peoria's up big, 4-0 at home over Roanoke. And same score, different team winning. The road team up 4-0 as the Pensacola Ice Flyers up on the Birmingham Bulls with 14 and change left to go in regulation there. Quad City Storm were off tonight. They'll play tomorrow, 8:10 East, 7:10 puck drop over there at the Tax Slayer Center. That'll do it for the Southern Hockey scoreboard. That'll also do it for Mike Cosentino. You got to go head down to the locker room and go through all the typical post-game stuff with that. Tough one here tonight, but as always, we appreciate you being up here with us.
No, it's great to be up here. Hopefully I'll be on the ice and you could be calling my name this weekend.
We shall see. Obviously, some choices and decisions to be made. It wasn't a bad game by Bailey McBurney from any stretch, but 3 goaltenders, obviously a tricky situation. You never know what can happen, so we'll maybe see you Saturday or Sunday, but obviously we hope not for you.
Absolutely, and if you don't see me, I'll find my way up here and say hello to you, Zach.
I'm sure you will. It's a lot of steps, though. You got to remember your cardio.
I know, yeah. I drink a lot of water before I come up here.
All right, thanks so much to Mike Cosentino. We're going to take another break. When we come back, we close out tonight's Chattahoochee post-game show with a look ahead to tomorrow on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Welcome to the Chattahoochee. That's right, the Chattahoochee Southern Brew House is the official post-game hangout of the Columbus River Dragons, serving their exclusive River Dragon Red Ale on all game nights, located just a mile and a half from the Civic Center at 1301 6th Avenue. There's no excuse not to get out with some friends and enjoy the night with some quality craft brews. Chattahoochee Southern Brew House is locally and veteran-owned and offers live music from 6 to 10 on Friday and Saturday nights. Make sure to follow them on social media for all the latest events.
Hey Columbus, have you heard of BioLife Plasma Services? It adds up. Here's how. The cash you'll earn for your time donating plasma at BioLife adds up for the things you want. And your plasma donations can add up over time to create life-changing medicine for people with rare diseases. Stop in and check us out at our new Columbus BioLife location. New donors can earn up to $300 in their first 5 plasma donations at BioLife. Visit biolifeaddsup.com to schedule an appointment today.
Prepare yourself for an unparalleled golfing experience. Co-designed by Columbus resident and 1987 Masters winner Larry Mize, Maple Ridge Golf Course is a pleasure for golfers of any skill level to play. Test your accuracy with our fairways, water hazards, and sand traps. We have everything you need to challenge yourself and improve your game. Memberships available year-round by calling 706-569-0966 or book a tee time by visiting golfmapleridge.com.
Looking to bring the whole crew out to a game? Group nights are for you. Groups of 10 or more get special ticket pricing and exclusive merchandise and experience add-ons that will make your game at the Civic Center a night to remember. For more information on group rates and packages, visit ourdragons.com/tickets or call our ticketing manager at 706-940-0476. Ask about all the great perks we can provide your group. Work friends, family functions, there's no group too big for us to handle, but it starts by visiting ourdragons.com/tickets.
Back here one final time on the Chattahoochee postgame show. Dragons fall to the Hat-Tricks 3-2 in a shootout. And you just got to tip your cap to the Hat-Tricks. The third period comeback. They're the first team not named Carolina to take points from the River Dragons here on their home ice. Nikola Levesque, the power play goal, set up by Johnny Ruiz's post shot. And then Dmitry Kuznetsov, great feed from Tobias Ojek behind. Really shows how deep Danbury is. They come in. They come back. and they take 1 point, and then they survive the overtime period. Really survive regulation, too. You go back. I mean, Hunter Bersani is going to be seeing Brian Wilson in his nightmares tonight, as that was just an unreal save Wilson made to keep the hat-tricks in it. Not only got him a point to get to overtime, but then he shuts the door entirely in the shootout. 4 saves on 4 River Dragons shooters. Hat-tricks get goals from Kuznetsov and Ruiz in the shootout, and that's how they take 2 out of those 3 points. Still plenty of points on the line in second place, still up for grabs before the weekend is over, as we turn the page over to Saturday night's game, a 7:30 contest here in the Civic Center, Faith and Family Night, as well as another McDonald's 4 for $48 deal as well. OurDragons.com/MCD-deal for more details on that. Can't wait to get everybody out here, get a loud, raucous building behind these Dragons. Man, they came out strong in the opening period. Were able to find a couple of cracks in the armor on Wilson, but he shut the door from the second period on and was phenomenal. He was the first star, Ruiz star number 2, and Bailey McBurney was star number 3. My big thanks to MJ Graham, who was our Inside the Lair pregame show guest, playing in his 100th game as a River Dragon, first to make it to the century mark in franchise history. Big thanks to dual color commentators Mike V and Mike Cosentino as well. Big thanks Elise Bradford, Allison Holiday running social media behind the scenes. Here in the arena, down at ice level with game day hosting responsibilities, Taylor Blackwell, game day director Jaden Kruger, public address announcer Dana Barker, and our crew up here working hard behind the scenes, getting us on air. That would be Chris Kaufman, Brandon Lane, Connor Zays, Jamil Hawkins, and Stephen Pierce. For everybody here involved in Columbus, I'm Zach DeBozart. Can't wait to get right back at it tomorrow. Columbus and Danbury, they're producing some exciting, entertaining hockey, and if you can't make it out to the arena, we want to have you out here or on Bounce WTVM 9.2. That's where the game will be shown locally here in the Valley. One more time, your final score: Danbury 3, Columbus 2 in a shootout. We'll see you tomorrow for a 7 o'clock Fort Benning Harley-Davidson pregame show on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
You've been listening to the Chattahoochee postgame show on the River Dragons Broadcast Network. Tonight's show was brought to you by Cypress Partners, Podcast 706, Chattahoochee Southern Brew House, The Jersey Shop, BioLife Plasma, and PMB Broadcasting. All rights to this broadcast are reserved by the Columbus River Dragons and PMB Broadcasting for the private use of their audience. Any reproduction, retransmission, or other distribution of the descriptions or accounts of this game are expressly prohibited without the written consent of Ignite Sports and Entertainment and PMB Broadcasting. This has been a presentation of the Columbus River Dragons Hockey Club.